And so then I buried the body there.
That's the best place to bury it.
And I said, "Are you sure?" No.
Yeah, I saw it. It's a pretty good spot to hide it.
Okay.
I told them to go a different route, but you know,
We never listen.
it's true. That part is very true.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one thing I can confirm, you can lead a horse to water, but you can
But you
drown
can't make
it.
him bury a body.
You can
Damn.
definitely make them cause a body.
You know, yeah.
We're gonna go ahead. Hello, my name is Milady Saito. We're here to play some Once Upon a Leap. It's a fairy tale game of D&D. It's gotten a little bit weird and crazy. They're going through a demon
Yeah, is fairy
casino.
tale really appropriate anymore?
It really,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's one of those things, like, it's stuck, you know? It helps with people understanding why our background is so light and wonderful.
Rumpelstiltskin was a dark and twisted fairy tale.
I mean,
Actually,
that is-
all of them are.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, it does also explain why we have so many like fairy tale type creatures in our group, I guess.
Doing?
Yeah.
Well, 2, 3.
I would say
3-ish.
Sildy would probably be the closest to what demonic fairies in my head would look like.
I was thinking that we got bunnies got buns, hun.
Well, yeah, definitely me.
Yeah,
That's a give
yeah,
and take. But
and also Cedric, I would say.
Yeah.
Would I?
Yeah.
I mean, one of the Princess the Underwear as a fairy tale.
Aren't you the one that keeps trying to say you're a fake creature? So why are you fighting me on this?
No, I'm not
Interesting how
fighting
the
you. I'm
tables
not
have
fighting you. I'm not fighting you. I'm just saying thank you for saying that I am a fairy tale character. So that proof that I'm fake.
And as we
That
know,
conversation still
as
needs
we
to
all
happen,
know,
Seppi.
Saito always listens to what Robin says.
Oh,
Yeah, we always listen to Robin. Yes.
we still have to have that conversation, Seppi. They still think that your dad is associated with the underworld or the demon.
Oh, for sure.
To hell. I'm like, nope. This is
Hey,
not my
I
place.
did say
don't know
that.
it.
we're in the first ring. Call Pappy up. I want to handle this.
Call Patty
You did
up.
say it?
But
You
yeah, but
said it
Cedric,
out of game. You never said it because the two times that you have said it is when we're talking before the game. You
Oh,
don't have
I
to say it
swear
in game.
last week I said
No.
it in game.
No, last week was like right before we started like the stream. You said it. I'm like, well,
Sorry.
all this tea is coming down to get all my snacks out of the way. So let's go ahead and go around the table. Everyone introduce themselves, where we can find them, and what happened to their
Cedric.
character. Cedric, go first.
I can go first. Hi, I'm Sefi. I'm playing Cedric, the. Who is he again?
The fairy tale.
The. One of the underworld prince that happen to be Feywild. That can do radiant and necrotic damage at the same time. Thank you, Daddy.
We're gonna want to know who your dad had sex with.
Yeah, I think because I stole. Also, I think I may have stolen his magic sword, but
That also may have happened, to be honest.
No, well, if you guys want to know why I am his son, you have to ask me.
which one are you?
Honestly, at least I know the story. I know what's going on.
Pre-orgasm or post-orgasm?
The questions.
Let's just say
I plead the fifth.
post.
Deal.
And last week, okay, what did we do last week? Let me see my notes. Finally, I can say that. Oh yes, we short
Yes,
rest.
the notes. Go to the notes.
We
Thank
short
you so
rest.
much, by the way.
We
Thank you so much, Rage Rita. Thank you so much, Robin. Can't wait to hand out those spins. Don't forget me.
Cedric stole like 16 bottles of alcohol. Um,
15.
no, 16.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's gonna use 15, but he's gonna keep one.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Yeah. What else? This is all the alcohol that I got. The fuck does mean Rick Sticky? I don't know what that means.
Sounds awful.
You're right, I don't know what that means, but Rick Sticky is there. And I know that Cedric has a death ward on Sylvie, so she cannot die for the next 24 hours. Is it 24 or 8 hours? I don't know.
8.
8 hours? Okay, thank you. Well, she cannot die in the first time.
Yes, you can die after that.
Cedric's way of babysitting. Put Death Ward on.
I mean,
Last X.
that is an amazing idea. Oh my god, a Grave Cleric babysitter. Oh, I love it. I want to play it now. Even though I just played a Grave Cleric for 4 years in a different campaign.
Like just a nanny,
Yeah.
traveling nanny. That's what Mary
Traveling-
Poppins is. She's not a wizard. She's a grave cleric.
She's a Grave Cleric, and she's like,
Oh.
your kids might get injured, but they won't die.
So
That's
an
my
Ace of
guarantee.
Spades opened the door that we were. Cedric took a book because we went into the library again, and he just put in his bag of holding for Mori later. Tilly actually took a book, but she threw it into the door, and the Rita appeared.
Yeah, I'm a fighter. I don't need no books.
Asher
That tracks though.
and Cedric, we didn't save the passes, so we got trapped. And then they find out that we got doubles. And that's all I have. Apparently, I didn't write anything else. I know did more happen, but I don't remember because I didn't write it. That's me. Robin can go now.
Dennis.
No, I said Robin.
I don't think I heard. I heard Tron.
No,
I
Robin.
definitely heard Robin could go now. Nice try though. Robin, that was a little bit.
Fine.
But don't worry, Dennis, you're next. So I hope you're on deck.
Okay.
Sylvie met a mouse friend. Is the mouse still with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the mouse 2 mouses?
Nope.
Oh, well, that seems significant somehow.
The fact that that mouse saved that roll and the cleric didn't.
Maybe it. Well, anyway, there's lots of. I mean, I suppose it could be that it only affects creatures that have an intelligence of so high.
Was it an
something.
intelligence save or was it a wisdom save? I don't remember.
It was intelligence because I feel like somebody over there
Oh,
who is sitting in
Maury.
the DM chair keeps targeting Sylvie's weakest save.
I
It
think
sucks,
that's
doesn't
everybody's.
it?
What you're
Everybody's
talking
weekends.
about?
I think that's everybody's.
Mine's Constitution. So let's talk about it later.
That's true. That's true.
PETA
PETA had to go through his whole area that he had to struggle through. There was an area where he was like, I'm not touching that door.
Anyway, so we yes got a short rest. We got some zombie friends, courtesy of Maury and PETA. Yes, we did go back into the library, and yes, I did throw a book at a door because I'm drunk. I feel like actually sober Sylvie would not be quite so heinous with books, but drunk Sylvie is, you know, maybe as close as we ever want to get to her alternate personality. Yeah, and then we went into a new room, which is like kind of a maze with a bunch of kind of glass cubicle walls and a bunch of boxes everywhere. Most of them seem to be filled with dirt. Some of them are filled with our friends who are
That
still
sounds
alive.
so much darker than it needed to be. But okay.
And some of them are filled with corpse flowers that try to get PETA to come close enough to eat PETA, I'm assuming.
Well, that probably was the game plan.
We did find a little bunny skull in there, a bunny person skull, which was sad. And then, oh yes, but we some of us failed the trap that is in most of these. There's usually some sort of trap in these rooms, and 2 people failed, Azure and Zedric, and they split into 2 versions of themselves. I guess I'll call it the conventional version, and some sort
It's
of
Fraser and Frederick.
alternate personalities. So we've got Fraser, who is angry, very angry, and we've got Frederick, and it's still sort of unclear what Frederick's major personality trait
It
Yes.
seems more hornier than
possibly
Cedric,
hornier,
but
which is
like,
sort of
is that even
terrifying.
possible?
Yeah, it seems sort of
We-
terrifying.
Oh, you're
I
about
might
to
find out that Zedric's a thief.
I mean, that is true. Zedric is, but yeah. Anyway, and we're trying to figure out how to put them together. Stacking them on top of each other did not work, which made me very sad because I was really hoping that would work. Maury, who is not joining us, or at least the player is not joining us, has figured out that they are shattered versions of themselves with an identify spell, I think.
Yes.
So we are both wandering around to see how we can get through this maze, but more importantly, trying to figure out how to get Azure and Fraser and Zedric and Frederick back together again, because theoretically, Sildy can probably just teleport to where the door is on the other side. But that's not really the major problem at the moment. So Sildy is now just wandering around opening boxes to see what's inside.
It almost sounds like the Humpty Dumpty story.
What?
Trying to get Azure put back together again.
Okay, well, we know horses aren't going to help.
All the king's horses and all the king's men.
Well, you want to know why they couldn't get Humpty Dumpty back together again? Because they only brought the horses and the men.
That's true.
Mhm.
They didn't rub glue on the pieces.
Or women.
All of that.
True.
But yeah, so there you go. I think it's Cedric's turn next.
What? No, it's
No.
Dennis's.
I was first.
Dennis.
So, what? Hi, my name is Peter.
Oh god, not again.
Actually, no, it's Dennis. You can find me here on Wednesdays playing your little rabbits, Peter Cottontail. That was
I
actually
vote
kind of
that
effortless.
Dennis
I'm really
not
proud
be
of that
allowed to
one.
give his own intro anymore.
Okay.
I vote for it because it gets wilder and wilder every time.
That one was
And he
actually
doesn't
really
lead
nice.
up. He doesn't lead up every time. You don't see it, Robin, but he doesn't lead up. There's like a moment he composes himself. You can see that like the gears are like turning, and he's like.
And the voices like
Mhm.
the voices are
Which
coming
one?
people. The voices are coming in and from the book, and then he does it. It's funny to watch.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate my art being watched and appreciated.
That sounds perfect.
Anyways.
Yes.
You know, we all have our kinks. Some of us like to be watched. Deal with it.
And mine is karma.
I mean, we are all streaming right now, so
That is true. That's hard to disagree. That's very fair.
presumably we all
Very
like to be
true.
watched.
I mean, yeah.
Not me.
And what happened
Oh, that's
last
why they
time?
went in the chest and shut the door.
PETA saw.
My kink is not being watched; it's being heard.
Oh.
Considering that I hate my voice,
Oh.
that's something. No.
I feel,
No.
I felt that. That's so real. so
Yeah,
real.
no, I hate my voice too, which is why I generally don't rewatch the stream because I really hate my voice.
Same. I don't like it on recorded objects.
Yeah. So I mean,
So
don't take it
everything
personally.
is a
Take
recorded,
it personally,
but-
Saito, if I don't always rewatch the VODs. It's
You're
because
No,
I
that's the
can't stand
problem.
my own voice.
That is the problem. No, it's not even like recording. Like every time that I talk, I was like, "Can you just shut up?"
Even what? You shouldn't be that
Yes.
way to yourself. You should be nice with
I
yourself.
know,
Make
I know, but I just can't. Like, I need to do exercises to my voice and change it or something. Cause I
You
hate
know
it.
what, Sephi, I like your voice. Stop that.
no one here has a
Thank
bad voice.
I never said it was bad. I just don't like the sound of it on a recorded device.
Well, Peter's voice sounds like a little trash goblin sometimes. But that's purposely.
You're not wrong. And he saw one of his siblings skull, and then realized it could be the one that's dead. We're not sure. I mean, the skull is probably from the dead one, but we're not sure if the one in the memory is the dead one. So that was cool. We did put the skull in my bag, and then I punched Frazier. And that's really, and now we're just running around open boxes,
I feel like
and
there's
that's
a piece of PETA that really badly wanted to punch
You know-
Azure, and then felt like this was an opportunity to punch Azure without getting in trouble. Yay!
You know-
Rishi, thanks so much for the gifts.
You might be right.
Steffi, you're now a sub to the channel.
Yay! Thank
Yay.
you.
You all need spins. What does that mean? That's so ominous, Rishi. Why would you say that?
Because it's true.
Feels good. What does that mean?
Especially when you're unemployed and you cannot do the stuff they used to do. I hate being poor.
You all need Jesus. Oh God.
I mean,
That is also true.
No,
It's
Jesus
very
named
true.
me. Jesus named me,
Oh.
honestly.
Listen, I could do with some Jesus in my life. That man turned water to wine.
he was a
and-
carpenter. He had to be good with his hands.
Woo!
Right?
I thought I was
Right?
gonna... He was.
And then he was really good with his mouth too, so.
Oh my God, you're all cut off.
Talking.
I know. Sure, Steffi, you're cut off. Cut off. We always appreciate the lurk. Definitely show us the dinner when you're done. I know we are heathens. All right, Raging Rita, why don't you tell us about yourself, where we can find you, and what happened with Azure last session?
Hi, I'm Rita. You can find me here on Wednesdays playing Azure, and we got out of the room we were in and went into another room where it was like a glass maze, and I failed my save, and now I have split into two. They found me in a box. They're opening the boxes, and I crawled out of one of the boxes, and then Sephi crawled out of the other one. And so now I'm facing the dark side of myself. And that's
The angry
basically
side.
what's going, the angry side. So I'm just kind of hanging out, whatever.
It's nothing
I
but
mean-
a thing.
It ain't nothing but a thing. What do you do? What do you do?
I mean, it could be worse, right?
Don't say it. Never say that, because it could get there.
Oh wait, I have that control though.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-boo.
Woohoo!
And then you hear the song, Wah, wah, wah. Okay, wait a minute. Hang on just a second. I'm going to tell you what song you're going to hear. Just a second here. Oh, never mind.
My kink is karma.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Just really bad song. My kink is karma.
That's kind of hot. I won't lie.
No.
Agreed.
All right, we have some spins to give out. Let's get these spins up.
Bum 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 bum.
Pum 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 pum.
Nah,
Yeah, that one.
Wrong song.
no, don't ruining the happy hype music.
So we have some
The only thing that keeps me going during this administration.
Well, we have a lot of spins to keep it going as well. So we have 3,000 bits donated by Raging Rita. What do you want to do with that? I mean, I just want to let you know that Maury's not here tonight, so that's a little bit of a space
More
gap.
for us.
Okay,
More
so
for us.
I'm going to give 3 to Sylvie and 3 to Cedric and 3 to PETA, and I'm going to keep 3 for myself because I'm sharing it with my evil twin. So there it is.
No, you're not. Don't even put that idea inside his head.
Because she's gonna choose for you.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Sharing with your evil twin.
Bad idea.
Because I'm spinning for 2.
You're
Robin!
pregnant?
Oh my goodness. Robin, you have 2, 4, 6, 8 to give out, and you gifted a
We
sub to
appreciate.
Dennis. So,
Oh,
Dennis,
Who
you
gave me a
have 2
gift sub?
to give out.
Oh.
Thanks to Robin.
Thanks, Daddy.
What?
mommy, please.
Okay. Thank you, Mom. What did Steffi do with theirs?
What? Seppi hasn't said yet.
I haven't
damn.
said anything.
We're going in order.
Robin, give yours out first.
Oh,
I need to know.
that's not sus at all, Robin.
no, it's not. Okay. So I've got 8 to give out, and right now we've got 3, 3, 3, and 3, and we don't have a Mori.
So,
I
That's
am
right.
going to give. Yes. I give 3 to Azure and 3 to Cedric and 2 to Dennis.
3 to Cedric and 2 to Dennis.
Yes.
You didn't
Because-
take any?
No.
Oh.
Because Azure and Cedric, this would be a great time to have a good coin that might be able to put them back
You're right.
together. So that.
Wow.
But that Dennis is why you are getting not as many. You don't have that particular.
No, well, now I don't need to be nice to Saito, so thank you. I'm gonna take one, and then Robin's gonna get one.
Wow. Wow. A pox to you. A pox to you.
Well, epoxy to you too.
Poxy to you too. I hope you're resined.
Listen.
Not resting, because you won't be resident at all.
Anytime soon.
Not anytime soon indeed. Cedric, so Sephi, you have 2. Who do you want to give yours to?
How many does Robin and Peter has?
So
I have
Peeta has
6 spins.
So you, Cedric, Azure, and Peter have 6, and Sylvie has 4.
Then
No, is that?
Yep.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
then give my 2 to Robin.
Oh, thanks.
I'm so
We all
proud
have
of
6.
you all. You managed to even all out. It's like the cookie thing on TikTok. You all managed to share the cookie. Okay. Except
That's,
for with me.
Well,
yeah, well,
Well, because
have you ever
You're the
read
DM?
the Ursula K. Le
That's
Guin
because
story
you're
Walking
the
Away from
baker.
Omelas?
That's
Ah,
because you're
you're
the baker.
Have you ever read the Le Guin story Walking Away from Omelas, Saito?
I've never heard of it.
Well, it's a story about this society that's supposedly perfect, but it's all built on the suffering of one person.
Oh.
And you're that one person.
Oh.
that's
wow.
rough.
That's an experience.
That's rough, buddy.
That's an
So-
experience.
Do they rotate the person every 6 years?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean it's you know it's a sci-fi story about
I imagine it's very kinky though,
utopias.
slightly. I don't know why. Like that person's like a masochist a little bit. and
Nope.
they're- Oh, it feels
that person I
bad.
believe is like a 10-year-old child.
Oh,
Ow!
wow. Feels bad. All right. Hi,
Moving on.
Electric Kool-Aid. What a wonderful time for you to come in and hear this
Electric
conversation.
fetus.
What? No, Electric
Oh
Kool-Aid.
yeah, the record place.
Yeah, there's a record store in Minneapolis called Electric Fetus.
Fetus. Yep.
I don't even know what to say to that. That is
It's been around for how long? Like
Year,
30,
yeah.
40 years, something like that.
that is an
Good few
unfortunate-
decades.
That's an unfortunate name. They should really think about.
I don't think it will ever change.
No, I'm
It's a staple.
yeah.
I mean,
It's part of what makes Minneapolis Minneapolis.
okay. All right. Well, on that note, let's bring up the wheel. I don't even know what to
Who
say.
knew that just by naming some local businesses, we could really just completely shock Saito?
I am very shocked and confused.
I wouldn't even say that's the worst business name in the world.
No.
I'm trying to think of what could be, but
Mm, I don't know if I want to go on that venture with you.
I
Who's
kind of
going
do.
first?
Azure.
Azure.
Come in.
Oh, Azure.
The, ho-
Everybody
the
starts screaming.
heterosexual always goes first.
That's, you know, I was gonna say the woman, but that's nice for you to say that too. Heterosexual.
So you're saying from now on we should push Azure through the door first?
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations on your reroll. And people wonder why Azure has anger issues.
It's because she's straight. I'm so sorry.
You are so
Dennis,
sassy tonight.
if
No,
I
you're not.
wasn't,
No, you're not.
Saito wouldn't be here
It's true.
today to give you so
Hey,
much shit.
I never said Rita. I said Azure.
Yeah.
That is true.
Rita.
And, well,
Rita's
you
a
could be-
different person.
We-
You could be bi. You could
I
be
think-
bi.
Well, and that's true too. But I think Azure the character is like asexual because she is not picking up any
Well,
sexual.
Maybe that's why
Is that
she's
Is that
angry.
why Lucand and Azure like do not like they just don't fundamentally don't understand each other? Because it's
You
like
know what?
I
Maybe.
am filled with rage and very queer.
I don't do.
I'm sorry that we've ruined the show forever.
Congratulations on your other reroll. 3 rerolls. You are going to be a monster to have to deal with. A random encounter. So you're going to have a second one starting to build here.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
You're welcome.
that was homophobic.
You already had your other one. It was a phone call, and then you fucking hung up on him. How rude.
Heterophobic.
Oh, well, then I don't know why you hung up on him. That still doesn't make sense. Yeah, just hold it in. Hold it in.
Are you behaving?
No.
Oh, what'd that do?
A reroll! One more spin.
Did you imagine that?
I'm the reroll queen.
Did you
Right?
imagine all the spins are just rerolls for everybody?
Oh my god. It would be pretty good.
For you.
I mean,
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, no encountered, so yeah, it will be good.
it would be good. It would be good for you all. I still can't believe you hung up on your 12th level encounter. That's still
Oh, well. I thought it was a. I didn't want Mori to get kidnapped by the demon in the
How-
candy van.
I'm sorry. She was getting under the dishwasher, and I had to go stop her from doing that.
I thought we were still talking about Mori for a minute there.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Oh, I thought you were saying that I was kidnapped. Sorry.
No. I was talking about Mori.
No. Because that was your 12th level encounter on your tarot card. Your tarot card was your encounter was going to come through by a phone.
Oh, got
Oh.
it.
I mean, look, I love kicking objects through portals.
Honestly,
Yes.
same.
What a strange. Who's next?
Dana.
Cedric.
I heard it, PETA.
Okay. Don't make me sad, Wheel.
A reroll.
I'm gonna be as disappointed as your father.
Wheel, they hung up on their encounter. They never got to actually experience it. I think you need to give it back to them.
I think we experienced it plenty.
Congratulations on your item. What would you like? Would you like something from the plunder, or do you want a scroll?
I want an eye plunder this time.
Oh.
Shout out to Yana
Got
for
a fart scroll last time, and I really don't want another one.
How could you not appreciate the fart scroll? You know, we
Kids
use
these days.
right. We use the cards from Gem Hammers and Sons. You can actually find a link down below so you can buy cool 5e stuff as well as support the channel. It's a win-win. 1,000 silver pieces.
Mm.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
That's gonna
Jingle,
be, that's
jingle,
gonna be
bitch.
useful if you ever have to go hire Lavinia.
Yes.
That's funny because I'm not.
She takes soul contracts or accidental contracts, one or the other. It's one of those contractors
Does she
that
though?
I think they'll just.
it's one of those contracts that she helps you, and then afterwards she's like, "Oh, by the way, I cost this much," and you're in the middle of it. You're like, "Ah, fuck."
I feel like she and PETA would get along.
I guess we'll find out. Hello, Lichen Hour. It's so good to see you. Congratulations on your advantage.
Yay.
You would be even more yay.
Do you want to go out? Let's go out. Come on, let's go out.
Don't do it, Wheel. Do.
Disadvantage.
Ooh, now I have 3 of those.
But you could always have a reroll.
Ooh, 2.
Will, you're being awfully too nice. They have a lot of spins here. You can do them like they did. Do them like you did Drahi. Another
Do
item.
it like
No.
they do it on
No,
the
sir.
Discovery
Don't be a
Channel.
homophobic.
Ooh, is that another item?
That is correct.
Yes.
We'll do a plunder again. Why not?
All right. Congratulations on your 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh. PETA's flesh.
Aren't you a druid? Aren't you supposed to not like metal?
PETA also
I'm-
doesn't really get money.
I am trying.
So
I mean,
Can it all appear in PETA's like, weird strappy underwear thing, and so it's just like now like just really being pulled down by the weight.
I don't know why
Uh,
you're so sad by PETA having so much more money than you.
I mean,
I just more think it'd be funny.
it would be hilarious.
It's in his bag.
It would be hilariously also insulting to know that the person who's never held a job in their life and who's always lived in nature has more money than you.
I mean, go for them.
Not-
Go
I
for
don't-
her.
I don't do it for the money. I do it for the job satisfaction.
Sure. Okay, yeah. That's,
Ew.
Mhm,
You cancel.
mhm. Yep. That's me too. Me too.
Did you see what Dark Aardvark said? She said if Peter gets money, Silty needs to give him a bill for the tapestry repair.
That's
I don't-
fair.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I think only the queen would think of that.
Oh, there's gonna be some bills to pay.
We'll see what happens when Sylvie sobers up.
Who's next?
Cedric.
Robin. Robin.
I feel like Cedric got Robin a little bit out faster. So
Ah,
I don't think that's accurate.
yeah, we did. I did. I said it way faster than you, and then I said it again, just for emphasis.
you got a disadvantage. I am trying to give the good dungeon mistress feel. I don't have any makeup on tonight though. I was tired. I'd have the protein shake for dinner. Works hard.
Bonnie. I'll be right back. My dog just ran away.
Oh.
Look. With like following a fucking cat. Be right back.
Love that journey.
Wait, do I have a reroll right
Congratulations on your Pixie Godfather coin! Too bad you're gone.
Isn't it Robin?
now? Yeah, it's me.
That's even better. That's the one person we didn't want to get it. Pixie Godfather coin?
Okay. Do I have a reroll right now?
You may
I
have
don't know what you
one,
got the first one
but I don't
was.
think-
It was an advantage.
You have a disadvantage of Pixie Godfather coin so far with these rolls.
Okay. Yeah, I have a reroll written down, but I think that's not right. Anyway, keep going. We'll find out afterwards.
Okay. I know people are very depleted. I will tell you that. All right. I bet you this one might be a reroll, or it might be an encounter. Come on, wheel.
I doubt it.
Random encounter. Yeah.
Wow. Way to
Wheel,
disappoint me.
Do you spend the time off stream just wondering how you can be more queerphobic? Is that what you do? Do you talk to Saito and Saito's like 10% more queerphobic, I think, this week?
I think the wheel voted for Trump.
Yeah, I think that might be true.
How do it's rainbow and it spins.
We'll
The
make it this
caveman-
time.
I don't even know which way it spins. Technically, it spins to the left. How dare you? I'm not wrong. Disadvantage.
That means it sits on the right.
Just in case
oh
I'm
my
back.
god, that was quick. I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
One would say it's a centrist because it's so centered.
So,
Politics jokes.
mm-hmm.
Went over my head.
Everyone leaves. Another Pixie Godfather coin.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I have a fairy godmother.
interesting.
Oh my god, what do you need that much power for?
I mean, we always need our power.
Yes.
That is a reroll.
Okay, that was my last spin, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I got just in time. Cool.
Yes,
Yeah, you missed out on 2 Pixie Godfather coins.
it's true.
I heard one, not this other one. That's cool.
It's true. Congratulations on your reroll, though.
Okay.
On your
Oh. Roll.
And congratulations on your random encounter. We're now at 3.
All right, Wheel. Your father
He's just
And
being
I
monophobic.
are.
They're just being homophobic at this point.
No,
It's
we
with me.
just-
It's
I
with it's being
I understand that, like.
ableist and homophobic.
Oh.
I love
Oh,
how
it's
you
me.
say that, but it gave two Pixie Godfather coins to Rob.
No. That's what I'm saying is ableist and homophobic towards me.
It's Sephi-phobic.
Sephi-phobic.
Hello, Ryan! Welcome! Oh my god, thank you for the tier 1 sub, 5 months. Tell us who you want to give those spins to. Advantage!
Advantage, cool.
You know what's even cooler? Oh, you were so close to a Pixie Godfather coin, but it's a reroll!
Ooh. Okay, cool.
A disadvantage!
Cool.
And last but not least, this is your opportunity to bring it to a 3 to a 4. You can do this.
Don't do it. Your
Don't do
father
it.
would be very disappointed.
A disadvantage!
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna use those 3 disadvantages that I have.
The good news for our players is
Good news, everybody.
that your clones cannot use your items of that sort. They cannot use your
Yay.
rerolls, and they cannot use your...
Points.
Yep, none of that. They can't use any of that. But they want to.
Slido.
Yes.
Can you? How many rerolls do I have?
So right now you have, let me see. 1
Sorry.
a day. No, you're fine. Beep, 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 beep.
I'm embarrassed by my own
You have
bookkeeping.
1.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, but I had one written down, and I was like, that seems not right.
Technically,
What
Cedric
is-
still has 1.
And the 2 that I have is 3 now.
Yep.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
2 Pixie Godfather coins. All right, Pixie Godfather coins.
Being a good player,
Azure and
taking notes.
Sildy have one more roll.
Oh yeah!
Yep, they do.
Yoo-hoo!
Thanks so much, Ryan. We appreciate it. Let's get those spins. Who's going first? Is it gonna be Azure or is it gonna be Sildy?
Me.
Just
All right, here we go.
Come on, you wheel.
Congratulations on your disadvantage.
You great and big and beautiful wheel.
You beautiful, big circular spin. This is yours, Azure. Congratulations on your item. Would you like a scroll, or would you like a Plunder's item?
I think I'd like to have a scroll.
Would you like 1 or 2?
1.
All right. This actually seems very Azure. I don't know what to say. Congratulations! You can only use this once, but you have a scroll that you gain 1 elemental charge of a breath weapon for 1 minute.
Oh, that does seem like a good Azure one.
It is.
Hey, you need to repeat that for me because I missed it.
You gain the ability to have 1 charge of a breath weapon for 1 minute. And it's one time use.
we should wait to see if it has any resistances because Mori can find out. But of course, that will be when Mori is here. But then we can use blood to figure out if so that you don't choose the wrong breath.
Mm-hmm. We want to know what kind of bad breath you need to have.
I thought I would just say it.
I mean, not
With
wrong.
Gemini for sure.
All these multiple personalities at this table. All right. As they walked through the many glass
The shadow of
chains,
death.
Living in a gangster's paradise?
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Dennis.
A few moments later.
For
Feel
real.
slightly less old.
So, as you walk through this maze of glass,
Don't do it again, side out.
I said, as you walk through this maze of glass, you feel you feel a little bit of tug as the second Azure looks across the room and says, "So what? There's just gonna be, sorry. So what? There's just going to be two of us this whole time?"
Well, my soul ring didn't put you in the same body. It just swapped your bodies.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. That's exactly what that ring does it not? It just switches
know-
the souls.
Why are you so angry with me?
I'm not
At least I
angry.
had an idea.
Listen, I'm just. Wow, that's a first for sure. Not. You have many ideas. What you implement is by far the worst sometimes. If anything, you have not a lack of ideas.
Wow. Someone hates genius ideas.
Ita, I am so very sorry. Let's just ignore her, what do we call it? Her, dysfunctional attitude.
Oh.
My dysfunctional attitude.
Wait, she's dysfunctional. Would it be you dysfunctional as well, Asher?
You
Since
see
you're
the
the
second.
same.
You see the second. Cedric, as you try to come out of the box, the other Cedric is, pulls you in and says, "You don't have to go right now. We can stay a little bit longer and cuddle."
I mean,
Oh.
true, but we kind of crunch time here. We should keep going.
I know, but we don't have to do that right now. They're gonna come back for us. If we just wanted a little bit of extra time, to.
Why don't we do this later when we're done with the mission?
Why does it have to
Sounds
be
like a
later?
plan.
Cedric, are you done banging yourself?
Did you not?
I
did you
mean,
not-
we already come twice,
Did
but
you-
now he wants to cuddle. But I know we have to keep going, but he wants to cuddle.
Did you not like the experience?
I mean, I loved it.
I can't believe Cedric is doing the same thing to their double that they did to the Hydra.
So
Sylvie, can you go get Cedric?
wait. After everything, you just want you don't want to experience more of each other.
I want to experience more of each other. I just want to done with this mission so we can continue and have more time together. You know what I mean? Because right now, we need to get this done so later we can have fun with more time to spend.
Welcome aboard, Hexing Bimbo. You feel their hands wrap around you, and then you
No!
just feel
I'm
very-
gonna say Sean Person puñeta.
and
I
you-
know what you're gonna do. I knew it.
No, then as Cedric, you do know where this is going, so you can go ahead and roll me the save against yourself.
What is this roll again? I need to read.
Do you need to read?
I need to read because I don't know what that roll is.
Is it fast friends or charm person?
No,
Charm monster?
charm person.
One person.
I mean, that's a good save for you, I think, though, right?
Well, you're not telling me which saving throw. Oh, wisdom saving throw. Thank you. Okay, so it's wisdom saving throw.
You're muted.
Who? I know you did.
I
Am
didn't
I?
hear you. No, I didn't hear Saito. I was like, what?
I'm
Fuck. Saving. And that's with. Yeah, wisdom. Cool.
correct. Wisdom.
Nineteen.
Damn, you beat your own self. Your spell DC is 16.
You did beat him twice.
You feel this like,
Get it.
excuse me while I take this spell slot away. Don't you take away the remaining
Because
slots
I
down.
think. Because
Three.
the spell it doesn't get a slot back because it's one of my. That's why I was trying to read. Because it's one of my the kitsune is yeah, the kitsune tells you get myth charm person, so it doesn't go away. This is why I love this character.
But you get it once per day as your kitsune, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this would be off of your spell slot. You can still use that later, though.
Boo.
So
Okay.
you see, you feel this like warm feeling come across you. You have a sneaking suspicion on where it came from. However, you see the copy of yourself look deep into your eyes and say, you know, sometimes it's lonely always banging people all the time. Don't you just want someone to stay?
He would
I kick off the lid.
he would kiss him and say,
Ah!
yes, but there's time and place, and if we want to have more time together, we need to finish this so we can have all the time in the world. Also, it's like after kissing, time to get out.
He accepts obviously he accepts the kiss. He very much is happy with this.
Cedric, come on, quit playing with yourself.
I mean, it's so hard not to touch myself.
You
When I think about you.
I'm touching myself.
I'm sorry.
You see the second Azure look over to the other Azure. We are not doing that. I just want to make sure you're aware of that.
Oh no, please, no. You're right, that is not going to happen.
I got a question out of character. So
Yes.
does Cedric feel that his spell was strained? Like, does he feel like I would say, yeah, a little bit more tired because he doesn't have the spell slot anymore.
Yes, I would say he feels a little bit tired, but it could be from the extra exercise.
I was gonna say it seemed like a lot of energy was just spent.
You do
A
notice
lot of energy.
You do
Yes.
notice when Cedric comes out of the box, though, you notice the second Cedric is a little bit clingier than normal, and you see his hands like wrap around the first Cedric, and he interlaces his hand with Cedric, and it just leans his head on his shoulder.
Cedric's just gonna pat his head.
Azure's gonna look over at the other Azure, and she's gonna say, "See, look, the other one is so clingy. Oh, can you just imagine? I can't don't even become that clingy.
Listen, I would never. I have a hard enough time being in the same room with you.
Wasn't I at the end of
Hey,
the last
hey,
episode
hey!
about
Don't
to
have
open
to
a
be
box?
that rude.
I think so.
Obviously we have good taste. Obviously, my fear is, I feel like I am the original Asher, and if I am not the original Asher, does that make me disappear? But if you think that you're the original Asher and I am not the original Asher, that means or that I am the original Asher, that means you will disappear, which will be a little saddening when you think about it, because I'll feel bad for you, but I won't feel bad enough to lose my own self.
And what makes you think that one will disappear? Wouldn't you like live together, live as one, and you have the same experiences? Once you combine, will have the same memories that you both had. I don't know. It doesn't feel like you're gonna die.
The second Cedric like nuzzles his shoulder and says, "I could never be one with you again, but I could definitely become one with you in different ways."
No,
All
we
right.
know we did.
I
How
want to open this box.
What box? You have to go all the way around again.
Well, I was. That's how we ended last time. Is I was at a box and I was about to open it.
No, you opened up the box with Cedric.
Yeah,
You started
but then I
walking
went
away.
I went to another box because that's all I'm doing.
You're moving to
I
another
tried.
box.
I tried my people stacking idea and it didn't work. So now I'm just opening box.
So you go backwards through the spiral. At the top of the spiral, you go
Mm-hmm.
60 feet. Or you can technically go back 20 feet and you can go back downwards, or you can go across 30 more feet.
Well, where's the nearest box?
The nearest box is beside you, so I would say down and 30 feet.
Okay, that's where I'm going.
Okay, so you go down, then you go another 30 feet, you go up 10 feet, and across.
Mom, do you want me to check for traps?
No, that's all right. I can tell you're busy.
Not anymore.
You feel sharp.
Cold.
You feel sharp glares. You know where they're from.
you need to pipe it down, Frederick. Calm down.
Hey, stop looking at my man so closely.
Okay,
Oh,
I
Lord.
need you to be well aware
I
that
don't
you
need to
two
be
are
well
this.
aware of anything.
Cedric.
Apparently, Cedric's double is the worst reality TV version of any person.
Listen,
If you wouldn't die, Cedric, I would kill them.
Wait, we die?
Oh yeah, you were banging when we figured out because I punched Azure.
Oh, okay.
that happened earlier. I was there.
Was we?
Okay.
I don't remember anymore.
You know, that makes me good. That makes me relieved that you don't pay attention to me. You feel a little bit of like a sharp blade to that comment, Cedric. You yourself, as the second Cedric nuzzles you. It's the more people that don't notice my Cedric, the better. More for me.
Well, this is awkward. We need to have a conversation later.
As you open up the box,
Mm-hmm.
do you just open it up?
Yeah. At this point, why not?
Why not?
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna lie. There's part of me which is desperately curious to hear Saito Sildy impression.
No.
Sheeta does go up to Mori and say, I thought our relationship was toxic.
Mori just looks at you puzzled. Why?
Yeah, I don't think Mori's gonna understand that at all.
We swapped souls That's weird.
Okay. He says confusingly. Or she says confusingly. As you open up the box, you see a familiar sight. They're trembling inside the box, but you haven't seen them in so long. It's a
Hmm.
looks like a satyr.
Of course it does.
They look wounded as they're trembling, as if frightened.
Of course.
Say,
Why would you do that, Saito? It's mean.
"This is my job
Huh.
as a dungeon mistress. I don't know what to tell you." As you see them trembling, you see the hair tousled about their chiseled chest and their very mage-like body. It's almost like yesterday that you were sharing tea with them. But this time, it's different. They look scared, wounded, and alone. And when you open the box, they almost curl up as if to get in defense of something.
Peter,
Yes,
can you come over here?
come in. I hop on the way over to Sildy.
Can you try and do a cantrip?
Ah, 1 second. Cat caught the headphones and it hurt.
Did you hear that? The other Cedric says, rubbing his chin against Cedric and saying,
You're what?
"She just said, can you try to do a cantrip?"
I cast vicious mockery on the satyr and say, "Wow, you kind of look frail."
you that is uncalled for.
You're not wrong, but Peeta's constitution is 10, so he also looks frail.
Also true. That's hard to dispute that.
Does it work?
Yes.
It has to roll a wisdom save
Well,
then.
that's true. I have to roll first, but it is gonna go through. It does work.
Oh, then 3d4.
Mhm.
1 moment. I don't
Uh,
think I'm gonna kill this creature. Oh, I'm not logged into Roll20, everyone. I'm so sorry.
Apology unaccepted.
There's a toll for your soul.
Okay.
Cedric is gonna say, well, him and try us to see if it works, and we know it works because it's working.
You're so smart. You're like my better half
Excuse
in all the right ways.
Oh,
God.
God,
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
throw up.
It's like watching, what's that show?
I wanna
The terrible show. Love is
Which one
Blind.
of all? Oh.
Yeah, so 9 damage. And it also has disadvantage on its next attack roll. So if it wants to lunge at me or Sildy.
Sildy, you see it pulse in pain as it kind of draws their last breath. You hear a cackle fill the room, and you hear a voice come from a rock that Maury's holding.
Where did
Where the
Maury
fuck-
get a second rock? Maury, where did you get a rock?
You didn't. I mean, you didn't tell me to throw it.
I thought
I
Silly
threw it.
threw it.
Yeah, I threw it through the portal.
Yeah, but it was still there.
When did you pick it up?
I don't know, when we left.
Give me the rock.
Why?
But you hear a voice that comes through and it says
Give me the
oh,
rock.
I thought I was trying to he goes, I thought I was trying to give you a gift. I'm glad to take it back. As the satyr slowly disappears, Sildy.
Give me the rock.
Mori gives you the rock. I just found it over there. I mean, it seemed like it was the same rock.
Wait,
I didn't think it was a
You
big
find the
rock.
rock here.
Yeah.
I hurl it through one of the glass things.
It bounces off.
Does it cause a crack?
It does make a loud crack sound, but it doesn't seem to do any damage to the wall. You hear intoxicating laughs fill the room, which is obnoxious because of the way it bounces off the actual and reverberates off the glass itself.
Is
What's
there anything
funny?
in,
Wrong? Are
is there
you
anything in the-
mad?
Is there anything in the box?
You see what looks to be a necklace.
Does it look familiar at all?
Yes, it's definitely his necklace.
I take it out of the box.
You'd be surprised. See, one little satyr came a knocking. She was curious and I couldn't stop her from, playing a game. So I let her play until she couldn't play no more, and guess who paid the cost? Well, isn't that how all parents do? They always step in to save their children.
I'm gonna pull out my Pixie Godfather coin.
Oh my.
Angered the beast.
Alright, well I'm gonna admire that down. As you pull out the Pixie Godfather coin, there's the slight chuckles that are coming through the rock and everything pauses. And the Pixie Godfather shows up, he dusts off his shoulders and looks you confused. Hey, what the fuck are we doing here? I'm busy.
I want you to take that rock over there. I point to the thing. And make the person use it choke on it.
Perfect. He snaps his fingers. It's always a pleasure doing business with you, dudes. As you, this time starts to wind again, everyone you see, the rock has disappeared, and you don't hear the laughter anymore. You hear Mori kind of like, oh, I wanted that.
We can get you another rock, Mari.
We'll get you another book later.
Okay.
No more strange
Um,
rocks.
I put the necklace on.
So, what was that all about? Did you murder someone? Did you not murder someone? Are we moving on? I don't understand. Your posture is 100% changed from normal.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it does in this room because if shit hits fan, I can vouch for me and myself. She points to her and then the other Azure that shit can get very bad very quickly if there is two of us.
Just the two of us.
The other
Just the
Cedric
two
dance.
of us. We can make it.
We
We try just the two of us. You and I.
Sorry.
It's not like we don't have time to. I mean, if to be honest, when I think about it, Sildi, we don't hear too much about you. Is that someone? The last person was a rabbit folk that seemed to have some weight with Pita, didn't? And obviously, this happened. Stasher gestures to the two, and then gestures to the other two, and says that you had the most reaction. And surely it wasn't anything to do with Pita, because Pita obviously murdered it without flinching, and didn't even say oops this time.
Doesn't matter. It wasn't alive anyway. Billy stalks off to another box.
I give,
Or
I
was
give
it?
Sylvia bardic inspiration to try and lift her moods.
Or was it alive?
That is what I'm saying. Have you ever? I've never seen Sildy so.
I
upset.
just
I
wiggle
don't
my
know.
nose.
Look at Sylvia is pretty upset right now. I've seen her upset before.
Not this
You
bad, though.
remember?
When?
No, she gets upset, but she carries her feelings inside. You know, you've been there, you've seen, or have you noticed any of that stuff? You're too busy being angry.
Hey, I've never seen her this upset. Normally.
Okay, well, I've seen her
Normally.
upset before, so but it must be the good side of me that has noticed. The bad side is doing the other thing,
Oh,
noticing
it's
only the bad
always
things.
about I am the bad side. And how come? You know what? Now, have you ever thought that maybe you're the bad side? At least I am outspoken and say what I mean, unlike some people who hold it in and chash eye daggers.
Okay, here, let's do this. It's okay to agree to disagree, okay? Because I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
Do you know what
I'm not
people
going to
say that?
argue with myself.
Do you know what people say that? Losers.
Well, there you go. Put yourself on there, you loser. You're calling yourself a loser. You're calling me a loser. So we're both
While
losers.
the Azures are arguing, PETA is gonna cast locate object on the rock that is now missing. Is it within 1,000 feet?
No.
Well, cool. Sylvie, where'd you send the rock?
I found it where Mylon could hear his own voice.
Oh, got it. So we're not closer to finding him.
I come to another box.
As you circle around, you have another choice to go up one hallway. Now you have two hallways. You can go the first one or the second one. Which one do you take?
Whichever one the box is closer.
Okay, so the second one, you take the second one, you go up 30, or you go up 10 feet. So you go down and to your right. You go up 30 feet. And then you go to the side 30 feet, and there is another chest.
I just kick it open. I don't.
See, I tell you, Sylvia is pretty upset.
No, that is what I'm telling you. This is not normal.
She's pretty upset.
She's acting out.
It's not like her.
That's what
She's
I
also
said.
drunk. And she's sad. Let's let her crash out.
Moms have the right to crash out. Let her be.
Because then maybe she'll crash out on Mylon even more.
The two Azures look at each other quietly and kind of like, sure.
Let's let the angry elf take her anger out on the person it needs to be taken out.
Well, okay, while Cedric keeps himself busy
Look.
with himself.
We
I'm
have
right here. I'm
We
right
have-
here.
at least one person that has therapy magic that we can work towards a cathartic release on Sylvie later. Right now, we need the pent up anger.
Who has therapy magic? Cedric says, looking around.
I assume a cleric has calm emotions.
Actually,
Uh,
I do.
Wait, you have calm emotions?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so fascinated by your spell list, Azure. I really want to attend.
Why do you think she has anger problems? Do you think that she's been calm this whole time because she's been popping calm emotions? Are you kidding me? She has suppressed anger issues.
I said someone has therapy magic. I didn't know who.
Oh yeah, I do have it too.
So we could calm the whole room.
Wait,
Well, yeah, we.
listen. Maybe it's best that we just let her have this moment, the Cedric says, rubbing his
Agree.
face against the other Cedric. And, Bunny, why don't you, walk in front?
Cedric, I
Yeah.
need you to not read into this. And I kiss Cedric.
Oh.
I can send back.
Ooh. And Azure's gonna look over at the other Azure and go, "Oh, sit
then
back and
I
watch.
do
This
walk in
is going to
front.
be bad. This
And
is
then I
going to get
do
real
walk in
bad."
front on the way to
I
back
need
to
you
Sylvie.
to, I need you to, roll me a, I think it's charisma saving throw. I think it's charisma. Let me see here. Yes, I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Are you about to banish me?
You're about to find out what Cedric can do. An angry.
The other part of you is going to come out of a box.
yes! This is hot!
Reroll, please. You have my advantage. Have one of my advantage.
Should I
Have
use
one,
mine, but
have
okay.
one of my advantage, please.
I was gonna use mine, but okay, I'll use yours. That's not better.
I mean, it's better than
Well,
a
it's an
one.
advantage.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, you did say advantage. Okay. I mean, yeah, it is better than a 1. Everything's better than a 1. I really I
Anything's
didn't
better
do
than
this.
Okay.
one.
I will,
Especially because you could get a card pulled on you in this thing. Also,
I could give you a reroll. I've got enough of them
I-
over here, the queen of rerolls.
I mean, if you're offering, I'm not gonna turn it down.
I will give you a reroll.
I can also see Zedric hitting Frederick hard enough to make him lose concentration to where I won't be gone for long.
that is true. That is true. There is.
I
Oh my
don't think there's.
Oh, I love this. We're back to the one. Okay.
Want to know what? I'm just gonna take it.
Okay. Excuse me. while I
Don't take
do
the
that.
one.
No, I won't take the 1.
It's
Don't take the one, please.
I'll take whatever failure option you want me to take.
There you go. There's a 21.
There we go. Let's go.
I'm so confused. So what? Who did you
I
put-
used a reroll to make
Okay.
the 21 happen.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeet.
You feel a. You feel a wave of negative energy come across you, PETA, and the eyes lock hard, and you hear Cedric. This is probably the first time you've seen Cedric do such a power stance, and he says, "Try it again, and I may not be as nice."
Well,
That was allowed. That was allowed, right?
Well,
Did we all
apparently.
hear it? Did we all hear it?
Yes,
That's
it is.
me.
It is allowed. Do it again. I dare you.
Whoa. What's like? I said we need to have a conversation because we know that we are polyamorous. I don't know what this monogamy is coming from, but we are poly. I don't know what's going on here. I didn't want to say it in front of our friends, but dude, chill.
Listen, whether we're polyamorous or not, I think that we owe ourselves a little bit more respect to know who the prime is. Unless you don't want a prime.
Isn't it me? I gave them a gift, and I was told that means we're married.
Last time I checked, every time I try to make advances on you, all you do is shut me down and call me.
You're not wrong,
and call
but
me
I'm still
terrible
telling
names.
you that means I've never called you a terrible name. But I would like to point out that I did give you a gift. So doesn't that mean I'm prime?
No.
Wait, with that logic, he seems that he's prime.
I was told at one point
Because I
That
have always
in
been
their
here.
culture, aka yours, that me giving you a gift meant that we were engaged of some sort.
Listen here, I have been here way longer than you have. I am myself, only split in two.
And again,
And you don't think I've never
I
given
was
myself
told-
stuff before? I've
I
given
was
myself
told by
tons
you
of
that
orgasms.
giving you a gift means we're engaged.
Okay, if you've been here the longest, can you tell me who gave us our heart?
Who gave us our heart?
Heart.
Yeah.
The instrument.
Oh, the harp.
Yeah.
I mean, that Cedric would know it, but I don't know as off as DM without looking at it. So,
Yeah, it will be Orpheus is the name? Yeah, Orpheus.
he says it confidently, like with a little bit of confidence, but this is a parallel of you, so they would have all the information.
Okay.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
yeah, check out.
I just am saying that I should have a little bit more respect. And it's not fair to you to come walking into our lives just because you think it's welcoming now. Do you want to be a part of us, or do you just want to be a part of us to make me mad?
Oh, you are correct about that.
So therefore you don't want to be a part of us. So keep stepping, Rabbit.
I just need you to understand that you're not in charge.
Sylvie, are you watching this? Sylvie, are you listening to this?
Sylvie is too busy. She kicked open the box.
Okay.
I do go up to Sylvie after I get Cedric.
So I've kicked this thing open.
On the inside, it shows to be just soil and a small growing plant. Still small and still feeble.
I just hack it off.
Hey, wait.
Nope.
Wait.
No.
No,
Roll me
no,
initiative.
let me one
Roll me
moment.
initiative. Roll me initiative,
Don't do
Peter,
it yet.
Sylvie.
They have much higher initiative, I
As
think.
they're struggling to fight each other, the other Cedric
Oh.
looks to you and says, "I'm sorry. I just get really upset when people try to pretend to like us."
I understand, but you really have to punish him for
He would
that.
have come back. He says with a roll of the eyes.
And it's not a pretend. I just don't like people sexually.
See?
So
Like,
that is pretend. If you're trying
No,
to
it's
kiss
not.
someone just to make someone
no,
else
it's
mad,
not.
so you didn't like the kiss,
I,
Peter?
Peter,
I got a 25.
And the other Cedric does the big roll of the neck and looks at the other Cedric and says, "Case closed."
but you didn't have to punish him. That's all I'm saying.
Fine, next time I'll do something nicer.
No, this time don't do nothing. And I don't think there's gonna be next time anyway.
So Azure's just gonna sit back. She sits
I got-
back and
yeah.
just starts giggling.
So what is your initiative?
I got a 20, so
So Peter at 25.
Oh my god, I won.
So you actually, what do you do first?
I would like to look at this and maybe not necessarily kill it, but definitely uproot it so that it's not living, so that I could maybe grow it when I get home. I think Trigo would love a little death flower.
And you are part druid, so give me a survival.
We're just part druid. You're not completely druid.
No, I'm also a bard.
Oh, okay, so you're like me.
I wanted vicious mockery, and druids don't get it. If I'm being
Fair.
honest.
Yeah, fair.
Ooh, nat 20, so 29.
Nice.
Yeah, you have no problem. You pull it. You pull it out gently. You find a little piece of like fabric in your bag. You wrap it up underneath the.
Oh, I'm
soil.
slicing this thing in half in
No.
his hand.
Listen, listen, Sildy.
Listen,
It's-
Linda, listen.
It's not growing. Intriga will make sure it doesn't harm anyone.
I don't know. About
But
that.
she needs a
That's-
gift.
Yeah, that seems real dubious.
I need to roll. I need to roll some deception on that one, Peter. That was some.
I don't think that's a lie. I think PETA believes that. I think PETA believes the best in Triga.
I'm sure that Peter also understands that Triga would not have a problem with this plant eating a human,
I mean,
and neither would Peter. So therefore, it's a little bit of deception.
a 16.
So, insight.
No.
I don't want to waste things on this. It's okay if Sildy hates me, but I'm putting it in my bag.
Oh, you think so? 25.
And so Azure's gonna look over at the other Azure and say, "Let's just sit back and watch this play out."
Let's just we shouldn't just kill it. Like I get why.
I rolled a
I'm
nat
upset.
20 on my attack roll.
Sildy.
As you slice the bag off Peter's pouch to get it free, you see a shaking of the head as Azure. You see the second Azure wave their hands.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh God.
Mm-mm.
And you see a little door appear where the bag would have fell, and it reappears above and drops into Azure's hand. The bag is now in Azure's hand.
The other Azure.
What
I-
bag?
As Peter's bag.
Your bag.
My
Peter's
entire bag? I thought they were only hitting the flower. I'm so confused.
Because
You put it in your bag.
I will, Azure, if you don't give me my bag, I will kill the other one. Which means it will kill both of you.
Wait. The Azure, which I took away one of your it's dimension door. I took
Yep.
away. And Azure holds the bag and says, "Listen, there's no reason to fight. We can talk about this in a very calm manner. I know you're going through some things, Tildy, but I don't think it's worth cutting each other up for."
I'm not cutting up anybody, I'm cutting up that damn flower.
It's dead. It's a baby. It's uprooted. It can't grow.
Tildy, I can buy myself flowers.
If you're gonna go back to the queen after. If you notice that Triga lets it eat someone, you can kill it then.
I don't know if that's a great selling point. You
I
definitely
said
are,
if.
You are definitely from the forest. You don't know how to negotiate very well at all. How about this, Sildy? I could use the petals off this plant to make a necrotic potion that my father left. And when I was looking through the potion manual, it could be very useful. It's a win-win if you think about it. You get to watch it die, but I get to procure it in a very painful way.
Wait, who's it painful for?
Obviously, the plant.
Oh,
It is sentient. It's just small. Is it sentient? It has to have some type of knowledge. The other Azure looks to the first Azure. I think that's a great idea. What do you think?
I think that was a
fine.
wonderful
I just want my bag.
idea.
Why? It's broken. Why do you need it?
It has things in there that I would like.
What is in here? Azure's eyebrow perks, and she tosses it to the second Azure.
Well, there's dragon sinew in there.
Peter, I don't
Dragon
think there's
semen?
Sinew! Like muscle tendons.
That sounds way worse, actually.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's anything. I don't think there's anything really in this bag that we
There's
want.
also some dragon teeth and some broken dragon skulls and some vials of dragon blood.
And some gold, of which I don't really care. And so I
Can
take
one of
the
you
gold.
magic users just mend that bag?
I have mending.
I
So
also have mending.
well, I can cast mending on the bag. So I'm gonna cast mending on the bag, and then I am going to toss it back to Peter.
That's the biggest hint Sylvie's going to be able to give you. Anywho, moving on.
I think it would be smart for you to tell us why you were so upset.
I'm just going to move on to another coffin.
I told you, therapy magic later. Because the queen has Zone of Truth. I think she used it on me once.
Why?
I may or may not have ripped some curtains in her castle.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Yeah, we do need to
Quite.
get. We do need to get you. How much money? Did you already throw the bag back?
Yeah,
Yes.
I
You
did.
should took some money out of that so we could have paid the queen.
It's okay because I'm
I
going
spent
to.
a night in
can
jail.
we can let the queen take care of her business. She will take care of her
You're
business.
not wrong. She is very good at that.
Yes.
I
There
just
might be other mementos in these boxes that people would want back.
That does sound like a good idea. How about the next box we open? Azure looks to other Azure. You know,
Right.
I
Then
think
there won't be no arguments, right? We could just open it and decide whether they should be able to see it or not, right? Don't you think? I think that's a very good
I think it's a
idea.
great idea.
I don't like that idea.
Well, while you guys
Peter!
are talking about it, I'm going to go to another box.
As you're walking, you can take the left side that looks like it's gonna be the closest to a box, or you can
Okay.
take the right side.
I'll do the left side.
As you take the left side, this is the first time you go all the way down, and you get to a dead end, and the box and the glass is on the other side of the box.
I teleport to the other side.
Damn.
As you do that, Azure, you
Wow.
lose another spell slot.
Okay.
As
It's
the
not a spell, though.
no. You're not you. No, you're good. You'll see the other Azure uses Dimension Door again.
You're gonna go through so many spell slots.
Told
good.
you.
You're at one. You're at one still. So you took one extra that you weren't supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that. So you see Azure just like flick the wrist a little bit, and she just almost opens a door through this glass and says, "Mazes. Mazes are only problems for people with no magic. Magic impunities."
Don't we want to save the magic for when we
I'm sorry,
Not
I
this
can't
boss.
hear you over the glass wall. Maybe you should find your way around.
he's gonna flip her.
Well, while Angry Azure is grandstanding, I open the box.
Asher, do you dimension door across?
Yeah.
No!
Okay, second Azure also dimension doors across.
I
and
jump
the-
on Azure and
and
she takes me with.
and the both Azures give each other high fives the second they appear across.
I open the box.
Did Peter went with Asher?
Yes. And now
Okay, I'm gonna use fate. Misty Step.
Oh my god. We're leaving Mori alone with all of her zombies.
you can't misty step through a door.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can.
no.
You just have to be able to see
It
to
was-
the other side.
Well, since it's clear, I can see where I'm going.
Yeah.
How do you fit through glass?
Because you're not.
It's
you're
only
it's a
like-
It's like a
teleport.
poof. It's a poof,
Yeah.
and I'm there.
And it's like within like
5,
45 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought you were still technically like mist.
No.
What a strange name for a spell.
I think you get
Yeah, 'cause
surrounded by mist and then you
I
and then you reappear
Surrounded
somewhere
by
else.
Yep. And you teleport. So yeah, you teleport to up to 30 feet.
So as you
I kind of imagine it being a little bit like the Batman.
Like the magic trick.
Smoke
Like the magic
clouds.
trick. Like poof.
Yeah, it is teleport. You're right. So as you do this, so you expend one of your spell slots to do this. Is that correct?
This one I can use. Well, I'm guessing my Frederick is gonna use it.
I was gonna say.
This one I'm gonna use it
Just
for a
stay
moment.
with Mori.
Frederick's gonna have to come. You know, he's gonna be coming along.
So I'm gonna need you to drop that spell slot down to 2 as 2 misty steps come forward, and you see
Well,
Mori's
it will
hands.
be just one, because the Misty Step from me is from the spell that I can
Yeah.
use without this slot. So yeah.
Yeah, so you only drop down to 2, so you're good.
Yeah.
So you see it. Mori puts her hands on the glass, and she just stares at you from the other side.
All right. Well, now we know one spell Mori does. Oh wait, we don't know if Mori has it or not. So
really-
curious.
You're a magic user.
I really wanted Mori to cast counter spell on one of you guys.
Well, that would still waste the spell though.
I know, but so that's why they didn't, but still.
No, I mean it would waste. Yeah, I would waste like. Yeah.
Yeah, it would waste more.
Help.
Okay, so I open the box.
She blows on the glass, and then she marks.
I start walking back towards Mori.
Do you know how? As you walk 20 feet.
I mean, my survival is
Uh-huh.
pretty high, so I feel like I'd be able to remember a lot of this.
We haven't gone through this area yet. You just
Oh, we'll figure it out.
Okay, cool. So you go down 20 feet, and you hit a wall.
I just hope that during this whole part, Azure is prepared to get very sad because there has to be a reason why Azure was so eager to come to this coffin.
Right? It's probably me. I'm probably in it. All right.
Okay, are you ready? Do you take one side? I take the other
No,
side.
I already opened it.
I thought we had an agreement.
I don't remember agreeing to anything.
Azure gives a pout face. As you open it, you see what looks to be. I wouldn't say it's a plant. It's just more of a. It is a glowing. A plant with a glowing orb. Almost like a soul. Hey, where are you going, Pita?
I'm going back to Mori because we forgot her and her 7 family members.
You're the one who left her. I didn't expect for a. I mean, well, I didn't take you piggyback ride. We didn't okay a piggyback ride.
Well, you should have brought the other Azure with you so that you both didn't waste your magic.
Sounds like something someone would say when they don't have the magic to do what we did. Keep
You're
walking.
correct. But you can't do what I can do
I'm
either.
sorry, I can't do. You're too far away.
I touch it.
Identify.
As you touch it, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I know you don't want to.
You have advantage.
You?
Yeah, from the on wisdom saving throws from the Hero's Feast.
Yeah.
But you have disadvantage from being drunk. So even.
Well, that's not a save though.
Oh.
That's on checks. Saves are still okay.
Cedric's gonna say to Frederick, I know you don't want to be left here alone, but just I'm gonna if you want to come with me, but I'm gonna walk with Peter because we left Mori out. I forgot.
Which is, do I want to fail this or not?
What?
I got a 15.
Why do we need to walk all the way there? Why can't we just bring them over to us?
Because we want to save our magic for when we get into the demon.
I mean, we are saving our magic, but you're telling me that there's no one else that can do any type of magic to get them over to us?
No.
No. So you have two options:
why
either
does-
come with me or stay here with them.
But why do you need to go as well? Wouldn't it be better for you to stay behind?
Because if something happened or attack them while I'm not there or you are there,
Fine, I'll go. But you stay
sure?
here, and I'll go with the bunny.
don't
Peter!
don't do anything to him.
You see this soft smile come across Cedric's
Right.
Nothing
face.
bad
And
specifically.
it's- and
Don't do
it's-
anything to him,
And it's
please.
a little bit of a foxy smirk. It's a little bit of foxy, playful smirk, and he says,
If you you stay here and I go with him.
"Keep talking to me," and he says, "Keep talking to me like that, and I may want to be punished." And he starts to walk away.
God, I'm a monster.
Both the Azures nod.
I got a 15.
15? That is a failed.
Okay, what
Silky.
happens to me?
You're going
Mhm.
to, you just hit the ground. All light and life from Sylvie's eyes just dissipate as she hits the ground. And she goes motionless. You don't know what happened
she-
to Sylvie.
You had
she
a
can
bardic
be dead.
inspiration. Are you
And
sure
she
you
cannot
don't
be
want to
dead.
use that?
Oh yeah, I have my death ward though.
You're not dead.
But you
Okay.
also had a bardic inspiration that you could have added to that.
Yeah, I'm saving it for when I really need it.
You don't need it now? Okay. Okay. So did we saw her hit the floor?
Yes. You, Azure, and Cedric. You
He is
all-
5'11" and has giant wings, and I think it's probably
Yeah.
pretty hard to miss.
It's not hard to see. However, the second, Cedric, you rush up to PETA and you say, I'm coming with you,
Okay,
PETA.
okay.
I want to make sure that we get Mori.
Maury.
I love when he just said Mori.
Why did I get stuck with Frederick?
Because
You
he's
say
a
that out
jealous
loud?
god. Sorry, dude.
Nope, I definitely say that inside
Yes.
my head.
So, see, now it's gonna be a walk. What do you like to do?
Make hammocks.
That's an interesting trade. Do you make them
Hang out with animals.
What's your favorite animal?
All of them.
Yep, this is gonna be a long walk.
Oh, yes.
So why don't you like me?
What?
So why don't you like me?
Lois
You
blind, Sam knows.
or
I am
Zedric?
I am Cedric. So obviously I'm sexy. I'm very good with my hands, and I'm great with my mouth. And we don't even want to go with what type of magic I wield. And my dad literally rules the underworld. That makes me an underworld prince. So tell me, why is it that you are so distant from me?
Hmm. Maury!
See, I can make you feel uncomfortable too with stupid answers and stupid questions.
No, these are all just things I'm not going to answer.
It's better than you answer to stupid answers.
No.
Agree.
Okay.
Hey, I got you to agree. You do listen. Cedric pats you on the head.
I can kill you.
I'm not allowed to kill you. It'll make
Even better.
Cedric very upset, but I can put you in timeout.
Eh, my mother's done worse.
Cedric just shakes his head.
You try learning druidic magic from an angry tree.
So is that why you're so distant from people? You have trauma? Tree trauma?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
I don't have trauma.
That's a lie.
Excuse you.
Says who?
How do you know I have trauma?
Because I have trauma.
No, not you! Not you!
That's you.
Obviously, it's hard to lie to yourself, Cedric. It's hard to lie. Frederick looks around the glass and then points to Sildy, who's now on the ground.
Thank God Zedric's over there. We need to get Maury.
Oh, Peter, you can actually say, well, what about your star eyes and your star lip? Like, no drama there at all?
Oh, Peter's not going to bring up physical scarring to prove points. It's fine. We all have trauma. And you just don't want to admit yours. It's okay.
I just don't think we're close enough for that. You like
Well,
to keep
you see.
distance, so
I said what my truth is.
I don't believe you. I think you only share what you think is your truth.
Or I share what I just want you to know.
Isn't it the same?
No.
If there's one thing I do recognize in you, as you right before you get to Maury, Frederick says, I do understand you don't want to be alone.
I'm alone a lot.
Come on, Maury.
Don't want Maury to be alone. Zombies have what? An intelligence of 3? But they communicate.
As we go back to Cedric, Azure, and Sildy, who are on Azure and Sildy, who has Sildy on the ground currently.
As soon as Cedric saw Sylvie fall, he's gonna rush to her. See if he can help with something.
What do we do?
I
Slapper.
can.
That works sometimes.
Shh, be quiet,
Can I make
Azure.
like a
The other Azures,
medicine check or something?
I don't think I've ever seen that plant before. Does it? I don't recognize it.
You see the glowing soul is now gone. And there's like a glow about Sylvie. I don't know what that is either.
I don't
Well, I mean, I guess
know.
if you don't know what it is, I don't know what it is.
It. Can I do a history
Wait.
check to see if I would know anything about that?
You can try.
Okay.
Or I wanna see if like I can sense what kind of magic, if it's like a magic glow or
I got a
something.
21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
You have heard about plants that have like a magic glow or a magic connection to the weave. Each
Mhm.
one of them have different connections to the weave.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't really get a good glance at what this one was. However, there is a good chance that whatever connection to the weave it is, Sylvie is suffering in a what would be the maze of her own mind.
Mm,
But you have to explain that, Azure.
Okay.
mm,
So I have seen this. I think I remember seeing or hearing something about this plant, and it has, it's hooked to, it's the Fey weave, yes, and this puts Sylvie into the weave. She's stuck.
Do you know if this is a curse by any chance?
No, I don't think it's a curse. I think it's more of a like a soul transference weave.
Mm,
That sounds much worse than what I would ever wouldn't wish upon someone.
Are
As
we
we
there yet?
as we pass over to Sylvie, as you feel the sun beam down on your skin. It's warm and delightful. You smell fresh bread come across your nose as you wake up slowly in a comfy bed with the window open and the sound of nature peeking through. As you start to look around, you've seen this place before. You smell fresh tea being brewed. What do you do, Sylvie?
Hmm?
What do you do, Sylvie?
I shake my head. Um, and I
Oh, I shouldn't have touched that.
shake my head like as if there's like something I'm trying to remember. I kind of like squint my eyes and then I shrug and get up. What am I wearing?
You're wearing a comfy, like, nightgown itself.
Do I have my wings?
You do not.
I sort of shrug my shoulders like there's something not. Well,
But something's missing.
both that something's missing, but also they actually feel more like my shoulders than they probably have felt in a very long time. Well, not a very long time, but at least in, I guess it's only been like a week in game time, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Roughly. I mean, give or take a couple days, but it hasn't actually been that long that she's had wings.
Nope.
So she probably feels like they actually feel much more normal than they have felt lately. But she's also kind of puzzled by it because they don't feel the same. And she pads out of the bedroom. Since I'm guessing I know, if I remember how this place is laid out, down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Into kind of the if I remember correctly, kind of open concept dining, living room, kitchen area.
Correct. As you do, you see a familiar face cooking. It seems to be cooking up a buttery fried toast with chunks of little meats stirred around. You see a small child at the table. You recognize Zara as she slams her hands on the table and she says, "I don't know why I can't go. You're always choosing to close me off. I could be a sorcerer. I could be amazing."
I think I feel both. I feel elated to see Como, but then I think I have what probably to this Sildy, to Dream Sildy, is inexplicable, like flash of real anger at Zara that I don't quite understand.
That's fair.
But I kind of master myself and I say, well, if your father thinks that you are not ready, then you're probably not ready.
Como smiles and laughs. See? We are one in the same. That's what parents do. We make choices and we work together to keep them in line. As you see her pout a little bit, but he places a plate of breakfast in front of her and she calms down. He walks over to you and places a plate in front of you next. And he gives
I haven't sat down yet, and I just, as soon as he puts the plates down, I, give him a real intense kiss.
You hear
Hey.
The kind that gives kids years of
trauma.
of therapy.
You hear Zara go, ugh. It's bad enough that I have a sibling. This is worse.
I'm confused by that.
You see, you get a little bit of a puzzled look as Como smiles and says, you've been tuckered out since you've given birth. I was scared. We had the clerics in for a while, but there is a strong, quiet little one in the room. I am so blessed. He holds you tightly.
I return the hug, but I'm also kind of like doing that thing where you're like looking, like you're embracing so they can't see your face.
Mm-hmm.
And so she kind of like frowns like I think I would have remembered giving birth.
Roll me his wisdom check.
I would think would be unforgettable.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Okay, this is a check. You said. What's your bardic inspiration, Peter?
This is when it's important.
Peter?
Peter.
Peter?
He's muted.
I forgot I was muted. I was answering.
Oh.
It's a D8.
D8. Okay. Hmm. That is an 18. With the bardic inspiration, which was an
God.
8, because it was a 10. With...
You rolled an 8. I'm proud of you.
So.
But if I did not have the bardic inspiration, it would have been much worse.
Yes. You have a feeling that something's not right, but it's so hard to pull yourself from this. Like, it feels so nice that you want it to be true, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yes, of course. I probably just, one thing and another, I mean, it would explain some things. I should probably go up and check on the baby.
Yeah. He tells you, no, you need to rest. He pulls out a chair for you and says, I made your favorite tea. You have done so much already. He places a kiss on your forehead. But I do need you to watch Zahara. Just to make sure. You don't have to chase after her, but if you could just make sure she eats her food and doesn't run away, that would be great. Just let me know if she does.
All right, yes, of course. I'd say Zara. So Zara, where do you want to go?
I want to go train in Versailles. I heard they have some of the best teachers out there, but Dad says no. He says that you already ran out to Sando, and you got us in deep trouble, and we almost lost you, and I think it's all selfish.
Well, I know your father was very worried, and if you hadn't met me and Ice Edge and I can't believe I'm forgetting what's their face's name? Do you remember Saito?
Do you remember who played them?
Yes, I remember, but I still remember.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Doll. It was a doll, like Swisher. Where is Sando?
They were. I remember they were a druid, like a druid of spirits druid or something.
There, it was.
I think it was like a homebrew.
It was Mari. That's why it was so familiar.
Oh, that's probably why it
Mori
also
Mari.
probably why it also vanished from my brain is because I just inflated it. And Mari, you could have been in serious trouble.
But I wasn't.
Well, if you want to do that, then it probably
You'll
would
let
be
me
good
go?
if you. No.
You'll tell
What I'm
Dad.
saying is,
I can-
if you want to do this, then it would be good if you could show us by making a plan of how you are going to get there and what you're going to do when you're there and how you're going to stay safe and how you're going to keep in contact with us.
I'm literally lightning, she says as she extends out her hands and lightning strikes the top of the roof, and you do hear a baby cry at that point.
I sigh. Don't.
It's a soft little
Don't-
infant cry, so it's not super loud, but it's
Don't wake the babies out of. But don't you think if you're with other magic users, they will be able to also use magic?
but I'll be better.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I always am. You don't understand because you don't do magic.
I mean, I understand what it is to think you're the best and to perhaps be proven wrong.
You've never been the best. How could you be proven wrong?
Wow.
How old is this girl?
5.
Listen, I'm playing her pretty close to character, okay?
You sure?
I know.
are.
You are. You definitely are.
Well, how old would she be by the time that that Sylvie had another child?
I'd be about 8.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
not very
got
old.
it.
Yeah, she's probably, yeah. I mean, that's probably the age because I mean, this is clearly in dream time, so it doesn't have to make sense. But
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, Sylvie is pregnant right now in the real world. She just doesn't know it yet.
This is true.
Oh God.
Oh god.
Alcohol syndrome.
Mhm.
This is-
The amount of alcohol you put in your body.
I love how Peter goes for like the more responsible response first. 'cause
Goes right for the juggler.
Right? Look, you're not my mom, and you'll never be my mom. Just because my dad likes you doesn't mean that you're my mom.
I think it's a great idea for you to go away.
Backhand her, Sylvie.
Right? We're gonna send you to boot camp.
Speaking of backhanding Sylvie, that is what Peter does when he
Well,
realizes no one is
Zara.
trying anything.
Zara, if that is your opinion, then I guess we will just have to listen to your father, won't we?
Mm.
You're ruining my life, she says as she gets up from the table. She knocks the plate onto the floor
Spot on.
and she storms out. As she storms out, you hear like thunder hit the roof.
She is
Como.
storm social?
Zara is throwing a tantrum.
Como slowly moves down the stairs. You hear the small infant child.
Here, let
weeping.
me handle the baby. You go handle Zara.
The demon child.
I'm sorry that I'm giving you the hard task.
It's okay. I would not expect anything less. I am sorry that she will. She's just having a hard time. Her mother was good at what she does, and she doesn't know how to control what she does.
Yes, I know.
Como places a kiss on your forehead and then rushes out the door as you hear him say, You have better manners than this.
So I think we have to now. I have to know the big reveal. What does this baby look like? When it's a half Shatterkai, half
You see a
Satyr?
yes.
satyr.
You see, this satyr has beautiful shader guy skin, like that more. I think it's like an ash gray skin itself. The fur itself is like a dark coal color. Their eyes are that of starlight, and their ears match that of a shader guy.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Do they have little horns, nub horns yet?
You very much need an episiotomy.
A little.
With the fucking hooves? Yeah.
Listen.
That's just a
That's
nice
That's why
way.
the clerics were here. That's why the clerics were here, okay? You see, you definitely see a mixture between the two of you in the child. They
I
have
can only remember your name. I
soft
sort of whisper.
freckles. They have soft freckles that glisten like silver across their face. And as they look up to you, they give like a soft whimper, but they calm down. You hear like a loud thunder shock once more in the yard before you see Como bringing Zara back in. As you know, Como's ability is literally to cancel out magic. So he just walks her back in and says, I think you know what to do from here, as Zara stands in front of you and says, I'm sorry that I tell the truth and it hurts your feelings.
That is not an apology, but okay.
I'm telling you. Backhand her.
Sylvie says,
If she's not your daughter, then show her what's up.
Sylvie says, Zara, I'm afraid it takes more than your insults to hurt my feelings. It's more
See?
that you damage your own reputation.
See, she's not even upset.
I'm upset that you make your father look bad,
Oh.
and the memory of your mother.
You see like tears well up in her eyes. She just stomps down as thunder hits the ceiling, and she storms up to her room, and she's like, I don't want to talk to anyone, and slams the door. The small child gives soft whimpering sounds as Como gives
I rocked the. I probably went too far. I'm sorry. I think I'm supposed to still be tired.
Daddy, chill. She needed to hear it. She will get over this. I don't think it's safe for her to go to Versailles.
It ain't.
I would say I don't know much about Versailles. I feel like I never heard good things about it in Zando, and Zando seemed dangerous enough.
He walks over to the kettle and pours himself a glass of tea and sits down.
Is there somebody more local that she could train with?
I am hoping. I'm hoping so. But I need her to be able to control her emotions first. Until then, I don't think it's good for her to advance her magic. He sips softly on his tea. She has so much power, yet not the grace learned to wield it.
Wow, because neither has this bunny.
As we now go back to, we go back to those who are laying down, you get And Cedric, Azure, you both get an option first to try. I know there's two of them there. You get an opportunity to try to wake up Sildy before Peter shows up. Because Peter's obviously Peter's made it very clear that
If
he is
no one
going
is
to-
trying anything,
Yes.
I'm slapping Sildy.
I mean, Asha, do you want to try something before I try to something that's gonna cause a spell?
This could. That's going to do what?
You want us to waste a spell? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, do you want to?
What?
Not really. Not really.
Fine, I sacrifice one of my fucking spell slot. Thank you so much.
You're-
But next time that you're bleeding, don't look at me, because I won't have the fucking spell, okay?
I don't know what to do. I have nothing that
Wow,
I have.
Are we
no
talking to
healing in the-
Frederick? Now you seem a little antsy.
I have no healing spells or bringing back skills or.
I
It
will
all comes
say-
from the dark.
Out of character, I think it's because since I'm not smoking, my brain is more fast, I guess. Anyway, I mean, I just, like I say, I kind of have an idea of what to do, but if you don't have anything, then I guess I can try it.
What would you like me to do? Shocking grasp?
Or I could
Bring
do
her into-
fireball if you want. And we can.
We could do fireball, or maybe we could do scorching ray.
That's a pretty
Don't
good
do
one.
fireball.
That's another good one. We could do that. Or
Well, we can.
I'm
Let's try first. Shake
glad
her.
I'm glad my unconscious body is in the care of this group.
Let's try
Feel-
first
makes me
shake
feel
her to
very
see if we
confident.
can all.
or
I went for a light slap that I think I'm the only one in the group who has enough strength to actually harm you.
do you want us to detect thoughts? I mean, obviously she's stuck in thought.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
That was a joke. I did not mean it.
You did it. Anyway, like I said, try to shake her up. If it doesn't work, then I guess I can try to do something.
Azure, you look at each other and you know that Sylvie might pop up aggressively if you shake her. Just out of response as a warrior. So you look at each other and you offer to do Rochambeau. Rock, paper,
Rock,
scissors.
paper, scissors.
PETA can take a hit. I'm just saying. Also, so can Azure if she turns on mage armor.
I think we should.
Rochambeau.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I did not see it above. Scissors, of course. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Paper. All right, perfect. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fuck.
Yep. Of course, this was going to happen.
You see the second Azure walk over to Sildy. She places her hands on both.
Before she do that, Cedric's gonna say like without thinking and just like nonchalant. I don't know why you did that, because if you get hit, you're both gonna feel it now.
What?
Nothing.
You see Azure slowly pick Sildy up, and then like an earthquake just starts shaking her. And we're talking about 1, 2, 3, and then let's go. So she'll slam against the ground as if to like hope to wake her up. And
I was not gonna do that to you.
Am I taking some damage here?
you do disappear for like you do your best to move away. We'll say that because you've used all of your movement spells. You do your best to stumble away. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
This is me.
Correct.
Oh,
Don't forget it's at advantage.
yeah. Oh, poor Sylvie. That's a 25.
Oh yeah, she's coming out. As she comes out, both Azures are quickly the second Azure quickly uses Cedric as a middle ground between the two.
I can soon shield.
And yep, and you hear Azure say, "How could you do that, Cedric?"
He will look back like they confused face like, huh?
Oh, sure. Now start playing like you have amnesia. I'm so sorry, Sylvie. Cedric got a little carried away when he was waking you up. Just a little.
He's very good at his job, I guess, though. That we can say that for him.
Are you mad, Sylvie? Are you mad? Are you mad, Mom?
Oh, do you actually say it that way?
Yeah.
Cedric?
I hope he does after all of the
And Cedric, do you
experience.
say it that way?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Do you say,
Are
are
you
you mad, Mom?
Yes. Yes, definitely. You know that Cedric called you Mom.
Mhm.
Sylvie just starts crying.
Oh,
Oh no! He's
What
gonna
have you
go
done?
hug her. He's
What
gonna
is
hug her.
going on?
what?
Sylvie,
Frederick, why are you
What?
making Sylvie cry?
How
What
could you
have
make
you
Sylvie
seen?
cry?
what has happened? I am so
I
confused.
just called her Mom.
Well, use a better
I
way
kind
of
of
language.
use my wings to like I kind of wrap them around me.
So I guess around me too, because I went over and hugged you. I mean, this will feel comfy, but you're fine. Don't cry, please.
You. Are you
Sylvie, are you okay? You weren't with us for a little while. Where did you go? Your body was here, but you were gone.
Did the bump hurt that bad? We hope it didn't hurt that bad that it made you cry. I've seen you take harder lumps.
Asher, you already blame me. Stop it.
I did not
I
blame
will take
you.
the blame. I will take the blame. I
I-
will take the blame, Macy. But stop it. Stop.
Cedric is
insinuating
telling the
stuff.
truth. It was Azure. I watched her. And by Azure, it was Fraser.
We all know that they're liars.
Just-
Okay, that's just obvious.
I just go
But
over
it's
and I
not
sit
about you
down.
two. It's about the crying Sylvie right now. Can you uncenter
I
yourselves
just
for a
go
minute?
over to one of the. I just go over to the coffin and sit on the lid and just kind of rock back and forth.
See, this is obviously not good.
So can I cast detect thoughts with Sylvie?
I mean, you can just ask her.
Well, Sylvie.
You don't have
Should have
Sylvie.
casted detect thoughts when earlier
I know, right?
But
instead of
Probably gonna
giving her
be-
shaken baby
Oh,
syndrome.
well, it's all right.
listen, I know what you're talking about.
Sylvie, are you okay? I've never. What? Where did you go? What have you seen?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Yes, it does matter. Sylvie, I've never seen you like this. Yes, it does matter. It's very important to me. I've been with you many years.
I've never seen
A
you
week.
cry.
Never.
I've never seen you cry. Don't listen to that bunny rabbit back there. You know,
It's only been a week.
He's just aggressive.
Shush.
He's just aggressive for no reason. I think it's because nature gave him buck teeth and not fangs. So, okay, he has a little bit of anger syndrome. So,
We've only known each other a week.
don't listen to him. Talk to us, Hildy.
It's no one you know.
That's okay. We don't have to.
You know, it's okay. We don't have to know. It's just good for you to bring it out. We would just like to know what has happened.
Maybe after we finish this.
While they talking, Cedric is just sitting next to her, like, like with his hand in her back, like circling, like the circle motion in her back to try to comfort her.
Maybe don't call me mom for a while.
And then Azure's gonna turn
So what
around.
do I
and
call you then?
Well, Cynthia's a good start.
Azure's gonna look at
Okay,
Sylvie and go,
Cedric.
Sylvie, you know what you have seen may be not even true. We're in a maze of God only knows what. All kinds of weird stuff has happened. They might have put this in your head.
I just round on Azure and I'm like, I know it's not true. I know it can't be true.
But it still has you hurting inside, even though
See-
you know it's not true.
You see Frederick look around, and he kind of he says softly, it's kind of funny, don't you think? So far, everything that's happened has been a peer into a soul, like the windows into a soul.
Does the eyes?
We
The
get
eyes
it.
are the window
You're
to the
in
soul.
love with yourself.
Oh.
He just
He
shakes
does.
his head, and he just gives like a little bit of a huff before he turns around and says, "Well, someone has to be. I deserve that."
I never seen myself do a half, and that was terrifying.
All
Don't do
right,
that again.
how do we get all of you back together?
That's a very good question.
Well, at least we know that sex doesn't work. We
Azure
tried
just starts
twice.
Azure just starts laughing. Leave it to Cedric to
I
think
tried to
that
light up the mood.
his
I
soul
tried
was
to
going
light
to
up the
crawl
mood.
back inside himself through sexual acts.
I
Don't
would say
think
this,
about
this
it.
whole time you definitely see Sylvie is caressing the necklace quite a bit.
Emotional damage.
Literally.
All right. Is there a magic spell for putting things back together?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know. But you know, there's always a plus and a very happy thing involved
play
in
with
it. You
you
know,
right
if you
now.
ever
I'm
want,
sorry.
if you want something bad to happen, you know, and she could do it. She could do it. You know, it's a good thing to have her around, don't you
And
think?
do you think this will end if we leave this room?
I don't know.
I mean, we
Is
could
there
just
any more
try.
boxes? Is there any more boxes?
There's one more box.
So Azure's gonna walk over to the box.
Asher, it is in a zigzag fashion of glass. So when you probably walk forward first time, you feel a wall, and then you go all the way to the end, and then you have to go all the way
I
to the other
would
end.
love to watch
And-
Azure walk into a glass wall.
Mm-hmm.
Just before you go to walk into it, Fraser grabs you. He says, "Be careful. This glass."
You said you wanted to open the box. Let's open this box. Or have you decided maybe that's not a good thing?
I mean,
I
we
would
might
like
as well
that.
see what's in it.
I would like to. Would like to open the box with you.
Let's open the box.
What's in the box?
As they walk
Dick in a
beside
box?
each other,
Yeah.
you see the zigzag the format, and you hear the Fraser. Only Azure hears Fraser say, "You know, I appreciate you backing me up back there."
Oh, I have to defend myself, yes. Even if it is the bad side. I have your back.
And you win it.
You see a
Literally.
small tear form in Fraser's eyes as she looks at you and says, "That's all I ever wanted, is you to defend me." And you see Fraser slowly just dissipate as it slowly fits, and you feel almost complete.
Mm-hmm.
You feel a sense of uplifting for a moment, but you all see this happen. And you just have this warm hug around you as you stand there and Fraser being gone, and you hear the words fade. "I am worth defending."
Yes, you are. I'm going to miss her.
Azure says out loud.
What did you just say?
I accepted her for what she is. I accepted her as making me complete. If it wasn't for her, I would not be a complete person.
I feel like
I-
sex is accepting people. So what is going on?
Right?
I
Right? I feel like I've said to myself pretty well.
I have healed my angry side.
Well, let's not get carried away.
So do I open the box?
As you get to the box, you do open it.
And what do I see in there?
As you lift it open,
You get shot.
Right in the head. The end.
I'm sorry, son of what
The
your
end.
face.
Right?
I don't
Well,
even,
at least you didn't get shot through the heart. Oh,
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. You see.
Ow.
A strange potion. As you hold it in your hands, you have a fond memory to it. A memory of with you and your father, as you see him whittling away at his desk, and he sits you down and he pokes you in the nose and says, "One day, Azure, I'm going to teach you all of this. For now," he kind of waves his hands, and you see like little sparks of magic.
I'm
come from
done.
his hands.
Stop.
You see him start to mix different ingredients in. Azure, this is one of the more powerful potions. This potion can bring someone back to life. Not just back to life. Did you know that there are stages in this world? He waves his hand as illusionary. There is resurrection. There is living undead. There is multiple ways. But each have a component. And this, as he holds the potion, this is a potion of true resurrection.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to stick that in my bag.
As you, this needs only a piece of someone's body in order to summon them back whole. This is what some wizards and some mages sacrifice heavily to make. This takes years to cultivate, to brew, and in seconds it can be gone.
Wow. Guess what I got? Guess what I got? I got.
Oh, you don't know what kind of cursed monkey's paw azure you just got.
As a
I would maybe not spread that information around so liberally.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just like sitting there holding it.
as a younger version of you in your dream, you see, or in your vision or memory, you see your dad let you hold the potion, but he gives you like this very stern look. With great power comes
Comes
those
great
who
secrecy.
seek to take it, and those who seek to take power will always strike those who cannot contain it. You are naturally gifted, Azure. No one can take your magic. You are gifted by the weave just like your mother. But everything I make, everything I know can be taken. With every potion brewed, it is an extent of my magic, but it is not solely mine. Once you learn to craft magic, know that many people will come for you. Be prepared. And then your memory goes away as you continue to hold this. I assume that you're not running around going, I've got the magic potion.
Nope. I'm just standing there holding it, listening. And does the potion disappear then?
No, it's right there in your hands.
So Azure's going to take the potion and put it back in the box and close the lid down. And she's going to turn and look at everyone and say, wasn't anything that important anyway.
For the demon.
No, it resurrects.
That sounded like a demon.
You're gonna leave it for the demon?
It's to resurrect. It's
I
not
know.
to kill.
You're gonna leave it for the demon?
To resurrect itself.
Not itself,
No.
but whatever it wants.
Another demon. A worse demon.
Listen, You don't know, Kaka.
And now
You guys
and
can-
now
you
we're
can-
giving
This is deadness.
You can,
and now
you
we're
can-
giving side ideas, Kakao.
Right? You just open that box up.
you may
So
talk
so
to her.
Azure. Okay, so Azure's gonna take 2 steps and then she's gonna turn around and replay everything in her head, and she's gonna turn back around and open the box and take a rag or a cloth out of her backpack, and she's gonna roll it around the bottle, and she's gonna stick it in her backpack, and she's gonna say, this may come in handy. And then
Dennis.
she's gonna keep on walking.
As you walk back to the group, do you say anything to the group? And obviously,
No.
Peter, Sildy, Cedric, you all saw her get something from the box. Frederick looks to you and says, I really don't think that I not to find our emotional connection strong, but I don't think that I don't know how to say this to you without hurting your feelings.
I can take it.
Give it to me.
Emotional damage.
Sex is just sex. I don't feel any closer to you than when you first came out of the box.
I mean, true, because you
I mean, it was
just came out
good.
way
It
too
was
strong.
good. It was good. I mean, we are really good at what we do.
True, but to be honest, I don't really like. And I should have said this to you when it first happened, and that's my bad. I'm sorry, but I'm not really into like, don't take it the wrong way, but really clingy people.
I mean,
And there's a like I was telling you earlier, there's always like a time to just do it and get relaxed and cuddle, and but not when we were like in the mission, you know.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but if you have time to bang it out, you have time for self-care afterwards. But that's just my opinion. I mean,
Does everyone hear this?
Isn't self-care and self-banging the same thing?
So Azure's gonna look over at Cedric and say, do you not understand to be to be a whole person, you have to accept the other side to become one. There's a key in what Frederick is telling you.
I'm gonna sound so dumb right now. This is not a character. I'm gonna sound so dumb right now, and so just gonna sound so dumb right now. But anyway, back to the game. He's gonna kind of turn around and be like, so do you want a hug?
no.
Okay.
I don't want a hug from someone who is trying to satiate me.
Trying to what?
You want to do what? I want to do
Wow.
what?
I'm sorry, I don't want a hug from someone who just wants to hug me because they feel like that's the answer. I wanted to be closer to you. You saw that as clingy. I saw that as trying to be seen by you. And now you are saying that there is no time. So, why? We will revisit this later. As you said, it is not important.
But it is important.
I mean, it's kind of important. Don't we feel good about each other, no?
Frederick smiles and says, "It's okay. If there's one thing that we're really good about accepting that this isn't the time. I'm sure Dad would understand. It is mission first."
So
Okay.
Azur's gonna look over and say, "You know, I think that whatever it is that we are going to do can wait. We have time."
Obviously we don't. And
I'm sorry, Ashley, but I don't think we don't. We really need to get this done. And once we get this done, we can actually have a conversation with ourselves.
Is maybe what Frederick is trying to explain to you is that sometimes there's things that you need to make time for that are important, and not always put so much in front of yourself. Does this make sense?
A little bit?
It's you need to be able to take time to smell the roses. You need to spend a little time for yourself.
I feel like we spend a lot of time for ourselves.
Acceptance.
Yeah, but like we just bang and that was it. We didn't really have a deep conversation or like a deep connection to go with it. You know what I mean?
Right?
It was
So
just
maybe
because
this
Specifically,
we
is
were
what
why the fuck are you so scared to love anybody?
Silty. The band-aid. Just
just rip it off.
Frederick looks at Cedric as if like, what the fuck? what and lets you talk. Not if Frederick doesn't look like he wants to talk.
There's more to it than just the activity. I do believe this is what Frederick is trying to explain.
Yeah, I know, but it's yeah, it's hard to just um just accept yourself as you are
And not be afraid of being hurt.
and not be judgmental with yourself. Yes.
Yes.
Frederick just pats you on the back, Cedric, and then looks over and says, I think this is enough. I don't think that we're let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Off we go.
Um, again, I'm sorry for hurting your feelings and not thinking about you.
I've it's I just want someone to want me. And
You'll find him.
not just
A roll in the hay.
I mean it's
I feel
fun.
like I'm making this worse.
The Frederick takes a large sigh and then pats you on the head and says, "We'll figure it out."
We always do. Eventually.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
I guess that means you're stuck with me longer, PETA. Frederick says with a smirk.
Yippee! Just try not to use the spells unless you both agree. Cause Mylon's gonna suck if both of you make us not be able to do anything.
How about you focus on your ability to not die in
Oh
combat?
no, I'm always gonna die, so that's okay.
At least you keep us in business, Frederick says,
Exactly.
looking over to Cedric with a laugh.
My head hurts.
All right. Shall we be on our way?
With you, Sylvie. Let's go.
Did we make it all the way to the door?
Well,
Oh no.
we are holding here. You've made it through the room. You've gone through every zigzag and corner and got every box.
All of the ziggity zags.
All the ziggity zags.
And wasn't it worth it to get all the boxes?
Right?
Sometimes. I think so. Honestly, a true resurrection potion that only one of us knows about, I think it's gonna go great.
I think Tales of Drahee's gonna steal it.
If.
I mean,
Can I take away spins from Gabby?
take away spins from Gabby. No.
Fine.
All right, that was a very emotional roller coaster of a session. I enjoyed it very much so. But let's go ahead and go around the table. Everyone introduce themselves, where we can find them, and what their favorite parts is emotional roller coaster. Rachel and Rita, let's start off with you. We're going opposite way around.
Wow. My favorite parts. Hi, I'm Raging Rita. You can find me here on Wednesday playing Azure. And yeah, I mean, I really like the interaction with the other Azure, and then getting the potion and seeing my father and that kind of thing. And then I also liked the interaction with Sylvie and her vision and her her other half and her the child and all that. I love that. And then, and I'm kind of liking Frederick these days. Let's just hang on to him. Wish we could have hung on to the other Azure.
Azure's perception of time worries me.
Listen,
Why? Why?
listen. I agree. I enjoyed both of them. However, I will tell you that I do not think that PETA should be any type of babysitter.
No. No.
Ask me, is there anything else you wanted to say, Rita?
Do we have Maury with us, by the way?
Yes, Maury's with us.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Dennis, tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, and what your favorite part is. Once again, PETA should not be babysitting Sildy, ever.
PETA doesn't babysit. He takes care of animals. That's a different story. But hi, my name is Dennis, and you can find me here on Wednesdays playing your delightful little rabbit, PETA Cottontail. And that's normally what I do is I make Robin feel uncomfortable with my voices.
I don't know
No, I
why
love them.
it sounds like a strange drunken rat of some sort.
I mean, I love the voices. Honestly, the voices are the best
that's
part.
good. Thank God, I appreciate it. My favorite parts was definitely Sylvie crying.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Thanks.
Not necessarily just her crying, just the parts that led up to it, but it's nice to know that Sylvie does shed a tear every now and then. I do feel bad that she had to experience that heartbreak a second time. But, you know, she did turn back time, so I really don't know what else to say.
Wow.
I'm not saying that I'm victim blaming, but I feel like you only would have had to go through it once if she didn't turn back time.
Also, PETA should not be a crisis counselor.
Also true. Also true. Very true. Very true.
PETA does not have therapy magic.
Not that
We
kind
know
of
this.
bard.
We
see
know
that.
this.
We see that. Thank you.
I have sent him to therapy magic. Yeah.
I mean, Ava, I cast Vicious Mockery on a guy, killed him, and brought him back to life. Yeah, I have sent him to therapy magic.
That's what Frederick's gonna say when he eventually banishes you.
Wow.
Oh my god, Peter's such an awful character. Why did I do this?
What do you mean?
I love him so much. I really do. Honestly, it was great. There was a lot of emotional damage for everyone except PETA.
Because I got last week.
I mean, yeah, PETA gets emotionally wrecked all the time, especially when he was impotent for those few episodes. Yeah, and also, Azure, we really have technically only known Sylvie like a week, maybe a week and a half.
Nah.
We've been playing a year, but it's been like a week.
There's been many long rests.
Yeah, many long rests.
And
It's
that's
been-
why...
It's been a total of, I would say, about 3 weeks.
I don't know about, but still.
Well... Oh, wait.
Because the travel itself was to get from
Sylvie
Persinia.
would be dead by now, then.
No.
Why would
What
Sylvie
do
be
you-
dead?
Why would Sylvie be? You know that Sylvie was in the camp, like was in the trap, like when you went to the village, right? The village that you murdered.
Yeah, but I didn't think we were in the village that long. I thought we were only in the village for, like, a few days.
And you have
And-
to get there.
It took us how long?
So it took a day in travel for you to go. So you came, right? So you came,
I
and
thought
then
it
you
was
went
much
back.
less than that because Ava didn't because Ava ran nonstop.
Why would you take
But
a cart?
I don't remember why we did anything. I'm gonna be real honest with you. It was so long ago.
But we went to the. You guys went to the.
A
the
year
village.
ago.
The
It
village was
much longer
undead,
than
and then you made it dead.
that. Yeah.
And then
All
You
of
know,
that
I
happened
guess-
in 3 weeks. Gee.
And then you
I
turned
mean,
around.
yeah, because you know, said it for a week, honestly.
And then then you turned around and made
Wow.
the Ava
What?
a. So you made Ava a.
That was all in the same 6 hours.
Yeah, and then we fought that dragon, and then we went back
Well,
to
the dragon was
castle.
coming back from the castle, and that was within and the fighting the dragon and meeting Zedric all happened within the same day,
Yeah, it's been
or
about,
like within 2 days.
I would say it at maximum. It's been about 2 weeks at maximum.
Oh God, yeah. It would have been longer if Sylvie never turned back time. Turn back time.
Listen, Sylvie has enough trauma in this episode. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. But now we need to find a way for a pregnancy test. So when Sylvie emotionally opens up with the therapy magics, we're gonna
With the
We're gonna
therapy
have-
magics.
have to make
Come here,
Cedric
Sylvie.
find-
Will you
we're gonna have to find
urinate
someone
on
to take a
this
pregnancy
stick? Here, urinate on this stick.
You're the druid. Why don't you? How come you can't tell? Well, you're
I
the
can-
cleric. Why can't you tell? Well, don't ask me. I'm a
Oh,
fucking
so-
sorceress. Okay, I start things on fire or murder things. It's obviously not my forte.
Because nobody asked me if I can check for pregnancy people.
Can you?
I don't think I can either. Is that a spell in D&D? I feel
Yeah.
like
No, I
Check.
don't think you.
Check pregnancy.
detect pregnancy.
Detect pregnancy.
Maybe like to
Detect thoughts?
Yeah, detect
Thoughts?
thoughts would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that depends on how far along in the pregnancy.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely would depend.
I mean,
There's an ultrasound
They should
spell,
be-
right?
right? I was gonna say
Ultrasound
like. I
spell.
was gonna say
Oh my
this is like a
God.
spell that you can like check for like their heartbeats or whatever. I don't know.
I'll let you all think about
Then-
that. Moving
should
on,
be fair.
Robin. Why don't you tell us all about yourself, and where we can find you, and what your favorite part of the session was?
If I turned Sylvie invisible, would her embryo be invisible?
Yes.
Everything
Disturbing,
would be.
but yes, it would.
Because I'm carrying it.
Yeah, that's
Thank
why
you
I
for-
assumed. I was like, wait.
Thank you for that horrific image, but thank you for
Right?
that.
I didn't
problem, everyone.
need to think about that, but I appreciate you.
Yeah, why is... Yeah, because especially since I feel like Sylvie has been turned invisible several times since we've
By
known her. And it would have,
Peter.
by PETA and Azure, and it would have been interesting if somebody had been, what's that weird alien math?
Thing
face?
floating
Weird
around.
floating elf with hooves.
What does that thing keep following Sylvie for?
Yeah, that was. I'm sorry, Slick Click. That was probably a wild statement to come back to.
Anyway, my name is Robin. You can... I think I actually didn't give this part of the intro the last time, did I? My name is Robin. You can find me here and on Milady Saito's Discord. And that's about it at the moment. My favorite part was probably... I don't know. It's funny. PETA is usually the one that I think of as being the most of a menace, but I feel like Cedric really, in multiple ways,
Me?
took the cake this time around.
Yeah.
Both with his calling Sylvie maybe the worst possible thing that he possibly could have said.
But since he met you, he's been calling you mom.
at that moment. Not saying it was intentional. I'm just saying it was unintentionally the most.
I think there definitely is like a subtle like step in that everyone can like kind of assume a little bit off that. Like it's like, ooh, something might have happened. Like, does Sylvie have a kid? Like, does
He didn't know that she had a kid.
Nobody.
I mean, she
knew.
doesn't have a kid
Yet.
that she knows of.
She's pregnant.
The that I think though also the Cedric just like not getting it with Frederick was great. I think it also weirdly though unintentionally again maybe was sort of helpful for Sylvie when she's like, oh well, at least I'm better emotionally adjusted.
But Sildy was jumping all over Lucan at one time. So whose baby is it?
You think that's gonna change the DNA of the baby? I feel like
Well,
this person
look,
Sylvie would have
here's
been
the thing,
pregnant
a
before.
little backstory, at least in my interpretation, which isn't to say that it's impossible, but I have to believe, because of what Shaderkai are and where they're from, that them having children is extremely rare. So it's probably not even something that Sylvie really thinks about
But satyrs
as a
are
possibility.
extremely fertile.
But I'm just saying, so I
Peter
think
would know. They are very much in the nature.
Satyrs are known as fertility gods in some things, especially Pan. So they are extremely fertile.
I mean,
They're
I'm not-
hanging
I'm
out
not-
with Dionysus.
I'm not saying that,
Greek
as I said,
god
I'm not
of
saying it's
sex.
impossible. I'm just saying that Sylvie
Had-
probably doesn't really even think about that as a consequence of, not a consequence, but as a result of having sex, just because it is so rare for a Shader Kai to actually have a baby. And so I think she was
Lucan
very
is
confused
magical.
in her dream, but also,
But Lucan is
was like, wow.
magical.
I mean, so is
So is Como.
so is
Yeah.
Como.
So there you go.
But
feel
I'm
like
just
it's
saying,
better
I don't think she
to
thinks
say
about
it.
it. It's just not something that would have processed to her. And I think it was kind of a lot emotionally to take in. Even the possibility, even in a dream that she knew was a dream and was not something that could. I mean, once she woke up, not something that could actually. It definitely couldn't happen that way, or wouldn't have happened in that way, because as far as she knows, Como is dead. And that he would have had to trade his life essentially for Zara certainly seems like something that certainly seems in keeping with both of their personalities. So if Zara and Sylvie cross paths, Sylvie will have a lot of things to say to Zara. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know if I want to say it was my favorite part, because it made me very sad. But also the fact that no matter how many times she rewound time, she couldn't save Como.
I mean, technically.
Oh, he
Como
is
could.
dead? That's sad.
I mean,
Hmm?
that's what Sylvie's assuming right now.
Oh, look at that. That's what Silly assumes right now.
What do you mean?
Like, it could really not be true.
I mean, I'm not.
Or it could be true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not saying one way or the other.
But at least Mylon is choking on a rock. I want to know if there was a double voice thing going on.
You'll never know. But deep
No,
down,
I
you'll
know, which is a little disappointing, but
Oh, we're asking him when we get there.
Do you have a rock in your throat?
I just need to know for my own sanity.
I'm looking for a rock. Do you know where I can find it?
Is it in your throat? Oh my god.
But also, I hope we all learned a lesson about touching things.
I mean,
Cedric.
Never. Never.
Whatever.
we will.
And
keep
why
touching
me?
things. Yeah, I didn't do anything.
me?
All I did was touch myself, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I was trying to make a.
Touch everything. That was a lesson, right? That's what it says. Yes.
That's what I understood. Yes.
You know what? The best way to learn what's dangerous
Touch it.
by touching it. All right, Sephi, why don't you tell us about yourself, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of the session was?
Good evening, I am Sephi. You can find me here on Wednesday playing Cedric and Prison on Fridays. Yay. My favorite part, well, obviously, one was the kiss. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Ah! Tell yourself to stop pissing me off, and I wouldn't do it.
Tell yourself to stop pissing me off. And then you wonder why you almost got banished.
You're not wrong. I know what I did. I didn't question it.
And the heart to heart that Asher had with her. Asher?
With
Like,
my,
sure.
with my evil
With
twin.
himself. With himself.
With myself.
And I like that we cannot figure it out.
I'm sure that Cedric will figure out how to become whole again. I'm sure that will happen. I hope that
Eventually.
I hope it happens.
That is pretty soon.
That is before the fight with Mylon, but
Ooh, yeah, because he'll lose two spell slots.
every round.
Jeez.
I mean, yes and no, depending on if Frederick actually casts, but he is detrimental to, like, he can go through slots a lot faster because he's pretty much taking 2 turns in one.
Okay.
Which some
So if that
casters would be
happens-
super excited if they had if they could roll 2 high spells in one turn order. But then they remember they start to lose spells super fast.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So if that happens, it's like we have to rock paper scissors and be like, okay, you use the only cantrip and I can use the spell.
Could you
Oh,
We'll
fine.
do
imagine
cantrips.
someone goes down in battle, Sildy? Like someone like PETA or Ash, Mori goes down, and you look back and you see both Cedrics playing rock, paper, scissors on who's gonna actually do the red spell. The fucking
Oh,
helium
that I
spell.
also loved was the Azures not being able to win at rock paper scissors because they just kept pulling the same thing.
Right? That was funny.
Nothing like playing rock, paper, scissors with yourself.
I don't know why that sounded so wrong.
If anyone does wrong things to themselves, it's not Azure.
I know it's not her. Trust me, I know.
On that note, hello, my name is Milady Saito. You can catch us here where we play tabletop games on Mondays, Wednesdays, and here pretty soon it's going to be rotating every other Friday with Rogue Nebula. Our zero session is this Friday, so be prepared. Our first session that we go live is on April the 25th is our first live session. And if you don't know, a game night in the Discord is also on the 26th. If you haven't signed up to play, definitely do so. You can actually vote in the Discord as well what game that we'll be playing. I'm super excited. I can't wait. I enjoy community nights. If you didn't also see the Tune In Tuesday, it's okay because we're only going one episode at a time with the traders. It has been crazy so far.
Yeah, it's sad that it's just one episode. I was like, I want to see the other one. No.
And you've got boisterous like us like in the Discord while we're listening, like while we're watching. So you're gonna like have this like group community type. I've learned very much that Sephi does not like mustaches.
I have I'm traumatized with mustaches. I cannot deal with men with mustaches.
Listen,
I can't.
there was
I cannot wait for it to go out of fucking.
Listen,
That is it right now. Like, can you get out? Please
Sephi
get out.
was literally hoping that someone got murdered on the show and was like,
Just
I
because
hope
they have
that
a mustache.
Yes, because they have a mustache. So we've learned more about each other in a nice little cozy night of watching. Yeah, I was like, God, I'm like, definitely come join us. It has been a pleasure and an honor. Your captain appreciates you. Thanks for the bits, donations, and the subs. They all go to the channel for the music, the art, and you see here. All is thanks to you guys. There's gonna be some cool updates that are coming here pretty soon to the stream. I won't tell you what it is. It's a surprise. Shh. Okay. Rita.
Is it heroin?
I don't know
Roll
anything
the
about
credits.